Oh, hey, what's going on? Sean in the chat writes the following. I'm heading to the dentist, so I'll be late for the show today. Can someone cover for me? Listen, Sean, go to the dentist, get things taken care of, because I got something for you throughout the show here. We have a lot to chew on once you're back from the dentist. Hit the countdown.
It's the sickest podcast. Tune in for the audio, or you can even watch back. Giving players all the props, or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk facts.
We're giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion. Going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick.
Play it on the car ride, play it when you lounge. X and O, you know that we can hold it down. Shout out to my man Sammy, got it off the ground. And to all the listeners tuned in right now. Got debates, analysis, and speculation. This is sports talk for the new generation. You know where to find us, got a reputation. Sick podcast, your #1 sports destination.
We're giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion. Going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick.
S-I-C-K is the sickest podcast. Tune in for the audio, or you can even watch back. Giving players all the props, or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk back. S-I-C-K, 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 S-I-C-K.
All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick.
You are now listening to The Sid Seixeiro Show. Powered by Sick Media, the sickest Toronto sports show. Now, here's your host, Sid.
What's up? It is Tuesday, March the 10th. I'm Sid. Hope you're doing well. We're live on YouTube. Hello to everyone. We're live on X. Hello to everyone. Sid Seixeiro Show, powered by Sick Media. Hit like and subscribe. I should be really saying that every show. My bosses would appreciate it. We would appreciate it. But if you want to support what we're doing here, and a lot of you have, and God bless all of you, whether it's podcast audio form or live on YouTube and X or after the fact, the liking and the subscribing and the downloading keeps us going. We appreciate you. Thank you very much for that. After the show yesterday, if you were in the Southern Ontario area and you walked to your car, not from garage to garage, but like outside, oh, I almost went looking for a patio. I can't patio unless there's a 2 in front of the temperature. I do have a firm rule on that. And I nearly went. It was like 21 degrees in my car. So the gauge said. And I was loving it. Now, it's going to rain for the next 30 days here in Toronto, it looks like. So we're going to pay for it. And it's going to ease up. But that was glorious. It felt like baseball. It felt like playoff hockey coming. It felt like NBA playoffs. It felt like the World Cup. It felt like the Masters. It felt like all the great stuff. And when I say hockey playoffs, not for the Leafs, but for a lot of other teams. Felt good. I'm hurting a little bit today. The pressure on you to work sick when your name's on the show is pretty strong. I'm learning at this stage of my career. So I'm here and I'm excited. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. D-Town in the chat wrote, my first episode I watched, Sid went on so long off the top of the show, I didn't know he had a co-host. Sometimes it's good to not know as a party's here. We'll get to Jeff a little later on. Appreciate everyone. And I always wonder how these shows work. Because as we mentioned yesterday, no Leafs last night, no Raptors last night, no World Baseball Classic for Canada last night, no Jays yesterday afternoon. So I always wonder how these things go the next day whenever Azo and I converge and we kind of swap notes and talk about what we're going to discuss. And I'm like, I looked down and I said to him before we came up, I'm like, I think we have 2.5 hours today. We're not going 2.5 hours, but like, if we wanted to, we could. And trade deadline last week was fun. It was enjoyable. Not as dramatic on the final day, but the lead up. Listen, trade deadline in the National Hockey League, for me, is more fun with all the rumors swirling than what actually happens most of the time. And I'm used to that. But that's the great thing, especially for talk, radio, or podcasting or whatever. We don't need real things to have content. You can have the fake things in the air and kick all types of stuff around. That's just as much fun. But the one thing I'm kind of noticing is the drama has very much spilled past 3 p.m. Eastern from last Friday. Like, there's still some things in the air that are bothering people. And one of them are no movement clauses, and I'll get into that later with St. Louis and this and that, and I think it's worth bringing up. We haven't really gone down that road yet. But the other thing that filters through sometimes are the trades that don't happen. Sometimes the things that don't happen are juicier than the things that do. And Cheese in the chat, Santander update today. We have a Santander update coming later. Things have shifted with him, and we'll let you know. And also, John Schneider gave like 3 updates, and Azo and I will dive into that. But back to hockey. Sometimes the things that don't happen are more interesting. And I just want to, let's start at the front of this, because the night before the trade deadline, Elliot Friedman throws out his What I'm Hearing column. I love it. It's short. It's to the point. It's put it down, type, send. And it's just juicy stuff. And the one thing that kind of led the column, in a way, was Matthew Knies. And Elliot put out there Thursday night. It's the first time I've heard of it. First time most of you have heard of it. That maybe, kind of, sort of, possibly, Matthew Knies' name was being tossed around trade discussions. Now, Frege also said, I heard he was out there a little, but that's it. That's as far as he went with it. He didn't say it was overtly serious. And we kind of left it. Like, you didn't hear a lot about it throughout Friday, and you could have, because nothing was really happening Friday at the deadline. Plenty of time to dice up that rumor. Plenty. But you didn't hear anything Friday up until the deadline. Then Kent Hughes of the Montreal Canadiens does his post-deadline availability. I believe the Habs were in Anaheim. And he he did a scrum with local media, and he mentioned in French, because Kent Hughes is taking a little bit of heat for not doing much more. They're only a point back of third in the Atlantic. It looks like they are playoff bound, but they're still young, and they still could use a few things. And Kent Hughes of the Montreal Canadiens took some heat. So Kent Hughes in French, because for people that don't follow the Montreal Canadiens a ton, French media gets first questions in, then English media. It's the way it's always been. In French, Kent Hughes, and his French is immaculate, at least from my seat. What do I know? Quelque chose. I don't know great French, but it seems like he can handle the media pretty well. Kent Hughes said in French they were close to doing something big and they'll revisit it in the summer. So he just kind of said that. So everyone else in the scrum's like, okay. So the English part of the scrum starts, and Eric Engels gets his crack at it. And he followed up on we were working on something big thing with Kent Hughes. And the answer was short, but it sounded like this.
You spent a lot of time working on something that you might revisit in the summer that could get consummated then. Can you characterize the nature of such a deal? I know you can't speak about a position, but is that a big deal? Is it something?
Yes, I think it was a significant deal for us.
Okay. Yes, it was a significant deal for us. Stealthy Sammy in the chat. Je m'appelle touchdown. Thank you for that. One of my only French calls on national television that I'm very proud of. But Kent Hughes didn't walk away from it. He said it twice. The GM of the Montreal Canadiens said there was something we had cooking, and maybe we might not be done with it on the stove, so to speak. So a lot of people heard that Friday and were like, all right, what's that about? And prior to yesterday, I hadn't heard anything concrete in terms of speculation. Well, enter Nick Kyprios to the chat. Kipper and Bourne get into this almost immediately off the front of the show, and Kipper's clearly got something. And when Nick, I love Nick. When Nick has something, he's like a 10-year-old and he can't stay still. I love it. The audience can see it. McKee and Bourne in the studio can see it. It's great. So like Kipper's, he's rocking a little bit. And he goes, you do guys hear the Kent Hughes? And they're like, yeah. And then he's like, well, we heard the Knies from Frege. And Kipper basically said what he's hearing. He mentioned this during yesterday's show. What he's hearing is Knies was being talked about to Montreal. Whoa! Woo. On numerous levels, that's a whoa. I don't even know where to begin with that. Good thing it's a podcast and we can go as long as we want on it. Azzo wants to go 30 seconds on it. But that's the first connection any of us has heard, any of us, to a Knies Habs discussion before 3 p.m. Eastern last Friday. Goodness gracious. Now, this is a little out of order what we're playing you, but I think you can still kind of pick up on it. Because Kipper made these comments after Matthew Knies spoke yesterday morning at Scotiabank Arena before the Leafs headed out to take on Montreal. Leafs Montreal tonight. It's a Sportsnet game. And Matthew Knies has been interesting for a lot of reasons this season. One of the more interesting ones to me is that of all the players that have had to eat it in front of the media a lot, he's not one of them. He hasn't been good enough for the media to ask for him all the time. And he's not old enough to be a real leader in the room. So he's kind of in this weird Matthias Michelli area where you don't even, I'm just saying in terms of asking for Michelli. No one in the Toronto media says, guys, I really need Michelli for a quote tonight. Just, they don't.
Scored last 3 games.
Yeah, except when he scores, when all hell is broken loose and there's nothing left and no life in anyone's bodies. Then he gets ready. Then it's Michelli time. But yesterday, Knies was in front of the media. And thankfully, it was one of those moments where everyone had left the room. Because sometimes in the Leafs room, it just gets loud and you just can't sometimes like important quotes are going on. You'd wish maybe they brought him outside a little bit. Anyway, it was the room was settled. Matthew Knies was speaking. And I believe it was Terry Cochin of the Toronto Sun who asked Matthew Knies, was he surprised to hear his name in trade rumors the week before? Now, his answer here is interesting. Clearly, he's a little bothered by it. And not just in the words. I let this clip run. I want to really focus on the end of this piece of audio we're about to play for you. He lets out a sigh after the answer, which we have all given at one point in our lives. There's a sigh at the end of this we all recognize from Matthew Knies. That's the part of this I almost find the most interesting. So hear the clip, but pay attention to the end. There's someone else in the scrum asking something, and all you hear is a here it is.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. I didn't really look into it too much. I feel like just kind of with this market, you know, everyone's kind of almost a target. So, yeah, is what it is. Again, it's a business. Like it's, you don't. I guess you don't really. You earn the attention here, you know, but. Yeah, I don't want to look into it too much, I guess.
In your time here, the team hasn't really gone through a stretch like this. What's it been like for you personally navigating this?
That's the sigh at the end. That's the sigh. That's the sigh of a young man who realized I should have really negotiated that no movement clause because he doesn't have one. I don't know if you guys realize that. The only no movement on Matthew Knies' contract is the 2030-31 season. That's it. That is it. So, the clip from Knies was, there was a lot of meat on that bone. He mentions you're kind of a target. I'm assuming he meant trade target. I'm not going to leap to any other conclusions by that. If you're in Toronto, you're kind of a trade target sometimes. I don't think that's true for all the Leafs. I really don't. But Knies, look, the reality here is Knies is a 23-year-old young player with a decent contract at $7.7 million on the cap hit for a long time. And right now, as underwhelming as he's looked, he's not over or underperforming the contract. Like he's giving you about what that deal is. Some of you may disagree, that's fine. But I don't think I think he's right in the middle right now. You'd want a bit more. Like clearly with Marner leaving and him taking a bigger spot, he has not filled a lot of the gap. He just hasn't. He's 23. He's never had a 60-point season. He's never averaged more than 19 minutes per game in the league. Like there's some realities with Matthew Knies that I think we have to acknowledge here. On paper, he looks better than how he's looked on the ice. And I'm not saying that in any disparaging way. He's a young player. He can grow into it. Is this the type of environment where young players grow? Right now? No. No. And it hasn't been for 10 years. The same 5 guys go over the boards for every power play. No, young players aren't growing here. What I found fascinating is what do the Habs want with Matthew Knies? What do the Habs need? They need a center? Maybe some toughness on the blue line on top of what they got? Goalie? When you say Montreal Canadiens, does winger come to mind? Not really. And if you're the Leafs, like what are you asking for besides picks? I'll take Oliver Kapanen. Do I think the Habs are trading that guy? Nope. Caden Gooley? I don't know if they're trading that guy. Like what was that conversation even like between the Habs and the Leafs, even for a fleeting moment for Matthew Knies? My mind is spinning on that. What would the Habs give up for a 23-year-old who, like most of their roster, is locked up to a pretty good deal with zero no trade protection on it? He's the anti-St. Louis Blues, Matthew Knies. There's nothing here. Find me a contract of a top 2 forward in the league that has no movement clauses in it, basically. Treliving takes a lot of heat. This deal was a home run for Treliving and the Leafs. But we're at this point with Knies where it's like, where is this going to go? He either busts out next year and has a 90-point season, 35-goal season, or it gets worse. He doesn't look like the quickest player out there. Again, on a team with old, slow guys, he's fitting in very well. That's not good. That's not good. I want to wrap it up with this. That the Habs were kicking tires, that the Leafs are kicking tires. Like, to me, the lead headline on this entire Knies thing, the last 72 hours, is this. And really, it was when Friedge put his name in that article Thursday night. Someone inside the Toronto Maple Leafs organization very quickly thinks he's not the guy. And that escalated fast. For him to be in a trade discussion less than a year from signing this team-friendly deal where he thinks he's doing you favors left and right, and mathematically he probably was. Seems like a quick turn, doesn't it? For a team with no young assets? You're shopping around the 23-year-old? Really? But you won't ask Morgan Riley to waive his no movement? You won't do that? You won't ask Oliver Ekman-Larsson to waive the no movement? You're not going to do that? Really? You gave a 34-year-old center a 4-year contract? But you're shopping the 23-year-old? I'm still wrapping my head around that. Someone in that team doesn't think he's the guy. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't think we have enough evidence either way. I think he's right in the middle. He hasn't been awful. He hasn't been great. He's right there. But of all the issues the Toronto Maple Leafs have between now and the start of next season, unless you can get 3 young assets, I don't think Matthew Knies is the issue. If anything, you need to nurture him more to see what he really is, because we don't know what he really is. He's never averaged 19 minutes a game. He's fighting for minutes with Max Domi, for God's sakes. What the hell's his team doing? I'm not willing to throw in any towel on Matthew Knies. I was really surprised that played out that way. And based on the comments from Knies on Monday in the dressing room, and he's kind of an honest dude in front of the media from what we can tell, he was surprised to see that too. Let's not completely lose the young kids that you got right away because someone's getting antsy and someone wants to make sure Austin has a competitive team next year. Let's not get crazy. But someone inside the Leafs organization's made a call on Knies, and I think that's the lead. Jeff has a party. Good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon, Sid. Happy, as NetStrike reminded us, happy Super Mario Day.
What is Super Mario Day? This is the second person to bring up Super Mario Day. Now, I'm a huge Super Mario guy.
Right.
I
know you are. That's why I brought it up.
my little 8-bit console at home. Mm-hmm. Once in a while, I pull it out.
Why not?
The good old days. It's still great stuff. But what exactly is Super Mario Day?
March 10th, if you do the short version, like NetStrike has shown us there in the comment, right? Kind of looks like Mario. March 10th, right? March
for
10th.
The love of God, it looks like Mario?
Yeah, it does.
That's why today is Happy Mario Day?
Yeah.
What's your favorite Mario game?
How about this? Or if you want to go with another comment, opening day, only 17 days away. LFG.
Let's go.
Right. Let's go.
It felt like opening day yesterday.
I know.
I almost drove shirtless home.
It's true.
You'd get pulled over for that, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah, definitely. And they can't open.
Is that illegal to drive shirtless home? I guess it is.
No.
Yes.
I don't know.
I don't think
the
it's
fact
legal
you've
to
even
do
considered this is.
I mean, I want to give if everyone else wants a thrill, fine. I just want to be comfortable.
That's fair.
I just want to be comfortable. Warrior in the chat. It's just like May the 4th for Star Wars Day.
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
So
but
what is your favorite Mario game? I used to love the original. Always sticks with me. I mean, Mario Kart was really good, but the original sticks with me. So
the
much.
original Mario Kart and Super Mario Brothers 3 are legitimately two of the like maybe top 15 video games of all time.
Definitely.
All time. Super Mario 1 was a legend and a groundbreaking 8-bit game for Nintendo.
Without a doubt.
But Super Mario 2, someone made that game while they were high as a kite. And I didn't like it. Super Mario 3 was just a whole different, like you were the raccoon and you're flying up, and then the cheat codes and the Nintendo Power magazines. It was so good. And then when you and Super Mario Kart, the first one, you realize you can go 4 on 4.
Yeah.
Or 1v3.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So good.
The you know what talking that went on during the first Mario Kart game.
Exactly.
Was just
Which
insanity.
is what makes it good. That's probably
just
what led
insanity.
to this, like how video games are today, with guys just gaming against each other.
So happy Mario Day to
Super
everyone.
Mario Day.
Sorry. Super Mario Day.
Happy Super Mario Day.
Happy Super Mario Day. Jack in the chat writes, Oliver Kapanen and a first. There's no way. There is no way the Habs would give that up for Matthew Knies.
Bruffy made me laugh.
No chance.
Bruffy made me laugh when you were talking about what the Habs could use. He could have used Yarncroc.
Oh, that's good.
Anyways.
That's good.
Listen, I think you said it there at the end. How many assets do you think you could get for Matthew Knies? And I think that's why the Leafs had to explore it. Because you could get 3, maybe even 4 assets.
Yeah, I don't know if you're not getting 4.
Okay.
At the best, maybe if it's Kapanen, they're not giving you a first. If Kapanen a second, but the Leafs are getting all the best parts of that deal. Like that doesn't make sense to me either.
I agree with you there when I look at Montreal's lineup, but I guess that's why
Kapanen's a good-looking young player, man.
Yeah.
Like if Finland played him more at the Olympics, who knew what would happen?
That's true.
So but I want to be very clear about
But
this.
they wouldn't trade a center, would they? I don't know. Yeah,
But that's the thing. They wouldn't trade a center for a winger. None of that makes sense. What on earth was that? See, that
I'm looking at their lines. Their wingers are pretty good.
That's the question. That's the question that no one can answer. What on earth was that conversation like between the Leafs and the Habs?
But maybe it's no one off the roster. Maybe it is prospects and picks.
19 MGR 73 writes, second or third max for Knies. No. I think you asked for both.
Yeah.
But this market, if you traded
Knies
if you traded Knies in like a Bobby McMahon deal, there'd be a riot.
No, but I think
there'd be a riot.
The Leafs, I don't think it's somebody's decided that Knies isn't for them or isn't the guy here. I think he's the only thing you can really shop that brings you back the most assets. That doesn't have a no movement like you mentioned. He's the only guy you can dangle out there to kind of restock the shelves quick.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah. And I think that's why they did it. And I think they said other teams were out on it. Somebody, I thought I heard somebody mention Carolina or somebody.
Jay Caro in the chat, most Leafy thing ever. Trade a young asset to a division rival, have him dominate you every game he plays for the next 8 years. That's how it could potentially.
It's true.
But let me ask you this.
Because he's just starting that new contract.
Let me ask you this. What's the offer on Montreal's end if you dangle Tavares and Knies? Does that pique their interest at all? Tavares is dirt cheap.
Well, if they were interested in Knies, I would imagine.
I'm just saying from a playoff perspective, Tavares, he hasn't won a lot in the playoffs, despite what people would lead you to believe. But like he at least has been there more than most of their roster. Like from an experience standpoint,
you need that guy.
He's a stopgap. Like if you don't want to spend a first and go get Kadri or whatever centers were available.
But they were apparently in on too.
A Robert Thomas. If you don't want to get those guys, I get it if you're Kent Hughes.
Yeah.
But what if it was a stopgap like Tavares Knies offer? Okay. Is there something cooking there for the Leafs potentially?
Honestly, I think the 4-year contract from Tavares might stop it because Tavares only helps you now. Knies can help. Like the Habs wouldn't have to have a guy develop in the pros now. Like they could send out a younger piece for somebody like Knies who's just a couple of years older and who can still grow with the team.
It's a valid point. Like someone in the chat saying they're not trading Tavares. I mean,
right? Like Cole Caulfield's 25.
You might one day.
Right.
Oh my God, Tavares has full no moves for 2 years.
Yeah, man. Although Montreal's not that far.
But but the bigger picture, Azo, and I'll ask this of everyone here in the chat, live on YouTube and live on X. Like, are we under the impression that we know what Matthew Knies is? Because I don't know.
No.
Do you know what Matthew Knies is?
You saw some greatness last year, and you saw like a down year this year. So he's got to be somewhere in the middle. No,
I do. I think he's somewhere in the middle. I do find his game has changed since some of the concussion issues, because he was running around like a cannonball out there.
yeah.
And
they said he came into camp a little bit heavier. He was trying to pack on some more muscle. I don't know if that slowed him down or what.
I mean, it definitely looks like he's added some weight. Like Kira in the chat,
for sure. And sometimes that hinders you.
Sometimes it does. Absolutely. Kira in the chat, need one more season to assess where Knies is. I kind of agree with her. That's why this one I was really surprised to hear. And if I'm Knies, that clip we played for you, that's a kid who has questions, and he doesn't want to like lift the rock and see all the ants underneath and get the answers. Like he doesn't want to go down that road.
If you pop him into Montreal's top 6, he's like right in the middle of their age. Only Caulfield, Suzuki, and Newhook are older than him. The other 3 are younger than him. So he's a guy who could fit in there. Like I think he probably replaces Newhook on that second line. I don't know.
Newhook's been injury prone. Like they like Newhook, but he can't stay healthy.
Right. But he's a guy like he fits into their age category right on.
He does. But in terms of like their top 4 needs, winger isn't there.
But you're always looking to improve, man. Like if you want to take that next step.
You are, but I don't know if a winger moves the dial that much for a team that looks like that right now.
And again, the Leafs just need as much as they can get back, and he's the only guy. You mentioned it. No trade, no movement clauses, none of that. He's going to be on a pretty friendly deal as the years go on what they signed him to. That's not going to be bad.
No. James in the chat, Tavares can't skate. Imagine what it'll look like in 2028. Yep. Wow. I have. It's a good point. Too bad someone didn't, but when they signed him. But when you have no centers in your system, you panic and you got to sign Tavares.
But they didn't want to pay him. They didn't want to pay him the AAV he wanted, right? So they stretched it out to 4 years. That's what they did. That's the same thing they did with Tanev. So you either have to give a guy term or you give him the AAV. They gave him term.
Now awake in the chat. Only 5 more weeks of the Leafs.
That's it.
You think.
How many games?
You think. No. 18 games left. Yeah. Tonight, Habs Leafs. Starts a stretch of 18 more games for Toronto this season.
How bad are the Habs going to bury them? Just pick.
This is going to be, and you want to know what's crazy? I'm on with Marinero after the game. Oh. I'm on with Tony on the Sick Podcast with Tony.
But Marinero. You said it in the past. He thinks you might try and stand up for the Leafs. You'll bury them more than anybody.
I'm not standing up. I can't stand up for the Leafs.
Can't. How can you?
I can't. Who can do it right now?
Yeah.
Who can do it? But it's going to be an interesting one. Oh, DLL Leafs win tonight 100%. Get out of here, man.
No chance.
Bunch of malarkey.
That's true.
Bunch of malarkey.
No doubt.
All right. You know what? The Leafs are in an interesting spot. You know who else is in a great spot? Whenever they go to McDonald's? You.
Yeah.
Hockey fans, this is not a drill. The McDonald's NHL Star Sticks are officially here. When you grab an NHL Star Sticks meal, you get one of 7 NHL Star Sticks collectibles, featuring some of today's biggest hockey stars, like Austin Matthews, Connor McDavid, Macklin Celebrini, Quinn Hughes, Cale Makar, Sam Montembeault, Sam Reinhart. 7 stars, 7 collectibles. Start the collection, trade with your friends, rep your favorite player. And now, let's talk about the real hero. Azo, you want to talk about the real hero?
Oh, I love the real hero.
The Hockey Hero Burger is new at McDonald's and available for a limited time. And this thing is stacked. We're talking 3 juicy 100% Canadian beef patties, shredded lettuce, crispy hickory smoked bacon, processed cheese, mayo-style sauce, all on a toasted home-style bun. One bite and you'll understand why it earned hero status. So here's what to do. Head to McDonald's right now, grab the NHL Star Sticks meal, get your collectible stick, and taste the Hockey Hero Burger for yourself. Don't miss out because this is for a limited time only. McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Loving it.
Thank you,
Actually,
McDonald's.
I'm going to go now. You got the rest of the next hour and a half. There's one right around the corner, right?
We had an order sent to us not that long ago on this show. Trade deadline order.
It's pretty good.
Do you know one of the highlights of doing the show so far was knowing full well Sick Media from Montreal knows how to send us food here in Toronto. It's a very good little trick.
Definitely.
I'm a fan of it. Yusuf, McDonald's for lunch, eh? Yep, go ahead. Check it out. It's a good restaurant. Everyone liking the sticks. Everyone enjoying the sticks. Okay, so anything else on Knies before we move on?
No, I'm good.
All right, let's do...
I do wonder...
Go ahead.
Well, we'll see if they revisit it in the offseason, right?
I mean, Kent Hughes seemed rather intent on visiting it during the
And
offseason.
now that teams know he's out there, maybe they get some other calls, and there's another team makes more sense for who are willing to give out more. I think you could get 4 assets for Knies.
4 assets for Knies, man. That's a lot of assets.
2 picks, 2 prospects.
He's got to play better than this for 4, I think.
Yeah.
Listen, you can do anything in this league. I don't know. Like, he's a Minnesota kid, right? What's Bill Guerin going to give you for Matthew Knies?
Yeah, there you go.
Bill Guerin's crazy. Like, he'll trade anything for you. Like, I think that's a call. If the Leafs are serious about that, that's a call they got to make.
And again, that's going to be a pretty friendly deal moving forward.
A lot of fire Trelivings in the chat.
Oh, I saw.
I'm going to be
There's
honest.
some hashtags. I know. I'm not pushing
Funny.
to start that. No. I think there's, I
No,
think that is the discourse going forward about Burnaby and Treliving and their future.
Azo's 4 assets is getting a lot of chatter in the chat, so to speak. No way, Azo. That's a pipe dream.
Really?
Yeah. There's a few people agreeing, a few people disagreeing.
Again, you mentioned it too. There's a guy with a no movement clause, so you want to flip it, you can.
Slosh in the chat. Fire tree. I thought that said free tree for a second. No, that's fire tree.
That's both. You'd be doing both.
Yes.
I don't know how much he wants to stay. Like, geez.
S. Johnson in the chat. This is interesting. They need a winger. I'm assuming Montreal. Suzuki, Slav, Cole, and Hage, Demidov, Knies. Kapanen, Newhook, Evan, Dano. But he's just rhyming off all the forwards.
All the lines, yeah.
As the 4th defense of Hudson, Reinbacher, Matthews. Okay. Someone just rhyming off all the lines. I should have read that before I read it.
So why don't you're always calling for media guys to ask questions. Why don't you ask Tony tonight how he thinks it fits in?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm curious how Montreal observers see Knies. Because in Toronto, we're in the bubble, and there's a lot of fans that don't watch like the rest of the league, clearly. And I like Knies. I'm not on this train at all.
Dude, he showed some real flashes last year. Like, he had speed, hands, power. Except, is he also the way of the game, right? Like, the power forward, especially if he's trying to put on weight, how valuable is that in the game right now?
Game's getting quick.
Yeah.
Game's getting quick. By the way, I mentioned I'm on with Tony Marinaro after the Habs Leafs tonight. Habs tonight, the pregame show debuts this evening on the Sick Media Network. 6 p.m. Eastern, game days, an hour before puck drop. And I'm going to be doing that show too.
It's pretty cool. Who said no?
What's that?
Who said no?
I don't know. Somebody did. Probably Engels.
Probably.
Engels couldn't do it.
That's true.
So they asked me to do it. So having me on the first Habs Tonight pregame show on Sick Media guarantees there will not be a second.
Yeah.
So enjoy it, kids.
No,
I will do my
cool.
best not to get you
Doing
canceled.
pre and post. Will you be more angry pre or post of this game? Has to be post. Yeah, definitely.
Post.
Uh-huh.
John in the chat. Knies to Montreal for a McRib and a side of poutine.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Definitely. The McRib.
I will.
Talk about
I
throwback.
will 100% do that. Okay, so that's the Knies angle, and I thought that was really interesting.
That's a McDonald's angle too.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, so did you hear the John Cooper Saturday night after the game?
Which one?
So Tampa Bay like gently on the Leafs, and the Leafs fall over, and Tampa wins. And John Cooper speaking to the media after, and I don't know who brought it up, but somebody asked Cooper if he thinks like a quick retool with the Leafs could happen, and they'll be back in playoff positioning next year. And he said, yeah, as usual, people in Florida who don't know anything about Toronto have a lot of strong opinions. So he's like, oh yeah, there'll be a retool happening.
Of course.
So yesterday, the media
so easy to do.
The easiest thing to do is for an excited Florida hockey person who never has a camera in front of them.
First in the league.
To be like, wow, they want to talk to me. Eyes wide open. Just Paul Maurice's dream and John Cooper's dream. So John Cooper was asked this, and he's like, oh yeah, I think they'll get in. So everyone runs to Matthews yesterday.
Of course. 2
things happened with Matthews yesterday. One was so kind of cruel to him, I didn't even pull it. He started choking. Did you hear this?
I did.
He just needed some water. Like at that time of year, we're all kind of fighting something, I think. It feels like it. And he just starts hacking. And then finally PR hands him some water. Like he has to ask for it.
Well, they have to go find it.
They have to go find the water. Yeah, there's no water in the Leafs dressing room. Really underfunded dressing room, the Leafs. But like he finally got water. It was just such a crazy metaphor. It was too mean to even play
That they're choking? Is that what you're saying? That they choked this year?
this year.
Fair enough.
But like,
Very fair.
that was the one thing that happened with Matthews yesterday that I just kind of, sorry, there's three things. The choking thing happened. I'm not even going to play it for you.
Yeah.
It's too on the nose. The second thing is he was asked again about his health. He goes, a little banged up, but I'm okay. He's not using the health as an excuse.
I know.
Austin Matthews is not going there. I would 100% use it as an excuse. He's not doing it. That's the second thing I noticed with Matthews
Captain
yesterday.
right there.
That's the captain. But if the captain needs surgery, get the surgery.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that should be the number one goal, right? Is get them healthy.
Well, you
for
think.
next year. Yeah. For mid-September this year.
But then someone ran to Matthews as well and asked him about what John Cooper said, that this could be a retool and you can turn it around quick, like Boston did not that long ago, and Tampa.
I'm sick of hearing this Boston thing too, because they're fighting for a playoff.
They are. That's not like they're first in the conference.
People said Boston did it last year. Like, okay, they're on the cusp of the playoffs. Is that what we're hoping for the Leafs next year?
But they are in a much better spot than they were. The Boston Bruins.
Agreed.
I think
Fair
we can
enough.
both agree on
Fair
that.
enough. Yeah.
And Fraser Minton is a major reason why.
Yeah.
Thank you, Leafs.
And they have never mind.
No, well, we'll get to that.
We got to.
I think we should get to that because there's a lot of discourse about what the right thing to happen for the Leafs is.
I did want to follow up on this from yesterday.
And I think anyway. So Matthews was asked about Cooper's comments that he thinks the Leafs can do a quick retool, and Matthews didn't disagree.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I remember the Lightning as the playoffs one year, and then the next year they're back at the top of the division, competing. Kind of look at a team like Boston this year that had a down year, and same thing, like they're in the mix. Sometimes that happens, and we've been fortunate to be in the playoffs for the last 9 years or so, and you kind of hope that it's like what you're saying, it's a one-off, and we can continue to build and continue to be in contention. Obviously, the focus is on right now and then trying to get our game back and trying to get in the win column, but obviously it's something you think about.
That guy wants to compete next year.
Yeah, of course he does.
Like the breadcrumbs are very obvious at this point. I think the Leafs know full well how difficult this is going to be to retool this.
For sure. Because
at the end of the day, like you can have a bad year and then retool, but you do have to lose players to retool a little bit.
Like Matthew Knies?
No, well, I mean, just
Maybe.
period.
I'm just saying.
Brad Marchand.
I'm just saying.
Like there are guys, if things aren't going well, you do have to cut some fat. What are you cutting from the Leafs roster here?
Matthew Knies.
So of all the guys, I'm going to read you the names of the players signed for next year, and you tell me if getting rid of Matthew Knies is the most plausible situation.
Okay.
Matthews signed, Nylander signed, Knies signed, Tavares signed, Max Domi signed, Dakota Joshua signed, Steven Lorentz signed, Easton Cowan signed. How about the blue line? Everyone signed but Troy Stetcher.
This hurts, yeah.
Everyone signed. Both goalies signed. Like what? Like the retool means you're going to make changes.
Right.
How do you did this trade deadline give you any real feeling that the league is hot to trot for your players? There's no shot. What on earth are you going to do to change this composition? You have done this to yourself.
That's why you have to look at trading a young player like Knies.
But that's such an ass backwards thing to do.
But maybe you can bring in two guys to fit on your second or third line. Like, where does Matthew Knies play next year? Is he on the top line with Matthews and Willie?
They're going to try it again. He's on the top line tonight with Domi. They're going to offer him another chance to lose the top line status next year.
Maybe you flip Knies for a prospect who can fit in your top six and get 2 draft picks that you can help make a trade. I don't know, man. It's true. You're right. Like they're in a bad situation.
Like, what am I missing on the retool? Like, I don't. You're gonna return the guys. It's going to be a return tool.
You hope Carlo bounces back again, but then you probably do have to get rid of Morgan, because if he plays with Morgan again, it might be the exact same thing, right? You hope Knies has a bounce back. You're hoping for a bunch of bounce backs and guys have bigger years, and bring a few guys in. That's why you went and got those assets to try and trade them, to bring somebody in to play in your top six. So it's not always Domi up there with Matthews or McMahon or whoever. Maybe they'll bring McMahon back. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy to think about because they are in a very tough situation.
Now awake in the chat. Trade the player with the most potential. I think he's.
But if you can get 2 or 3 players with potential,
I just don't know. Riley has 4 more years.
Riley has 4 more years.
years.
So does Tanev. Yeah, you get Tanev back next year.
Tanev's done. Do not tell me about Tanev next year. That guy's career is basically over.
Sat out the whole year.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me this organization is dumb enough to.
You said Matthews gets surgery. He just got surgery, so he'll be ready.
Oh yeah, yeah. Matthews ain't 35 or whatever. Tanev
until he doesn't try and shoot the puck before
36. Tanev's 36. 4 years left. Yeah, he'll be fine. They're
in a tough spot.
Azo. Truer words have never been spoken. Like someone, when they go retool, like the end of the season, if Pelly says it, if Treliving says it, after they throw Berube under a bus,
I'm telling you, they do believe it.
Someone has to call them out and say, so what movable asset? If you're going to retool, then the team has to change.
Maybe one of your goalies. How about that?
Maybe.
That's it.
But that's a maybe.
No.
Maybe.
Because you're going to rely on two. We'll see how much they believe in Hill to be. Because you're going to have to flip one of those goalies. If it's not going to be Matthew Knies, it has to be one of your goalies. Has to.
But even that's like.
And again, what are we talking about? They're fighting for 8th in the East.
Marioville in the chat. Buy out 2 players, trade 2, waive 3. Yeah, Rogers ain't buying out 2 players. If Rogers, as desperate as they were, didn't retain any salary to get an extra pick this year, you think they're buying out Morgan Riley or Chris Tanev? Are you drunk? They don't do that. That's not how they roll. That's not how they roll at all.
And like they're not signing anybody in free agency because the free agency class is kind of
it's not great. No, it's not great. Not great at all.
Like there's nobody who can make a difference. I shouldn't say it's bad. You always need role players, but I don't know. Like I just think getting back some young assets, and even if they're prospects, gives you some hope. And you see how they develop. And maybe they can, but then they also get into trouble because then they play them in a position over what their potential should be. And then they get exposed and their development gets hindered, like you were mentioning. So,
they don't develop anyone. Yeah. Easton Cowan needs to be playing 22 minutes tonight. And he's not going to be playing 22 minutes tonight for no reason. For no reason.
The Marlies top for no reason got called up today. We got a chance tonight. I can't even remember his name.
Before we get to that, let's mention, and I forgot to say this, because McDonald's has joined us here, and we're really excited about it.
Super.
We have a giveaway, courtesy of McDonald's. Giveaways, plural. I can't get into details on it.
It's a big one.
There's a couple big ones.
There's a couple big ones.
Watch this space.
We don't know anything about that.
I don't know about what.
Nothing.
Really?
Go on.
We're going to do.
It's a big giveaway. It's a big giveaway.
It's a big giveaway. Let's keep the entendre for later on when we're not talking about McDonald's. But we have a couple giveaways happening soon, and just watch this space because you will enjoy what's coming. Yes. You will enjoy what's coming. I heard the funniest Craig Berube clip yesterday.
Okay.
First off, he's dressed in full Toronto St. Patrick's Day garb. He looks like a massive enforcer leprechaun.
I was gonna say,
honestly, like
the weight room leprechaun.
He was unlucky. He wasn't lucky that day.
He wasn't. He was falling some.
He was not lucky that day.
Did he have to go full green?
Guy in the chat. This is funny. Michelli scoring on the first line. Berube then demotes him. Yeah, it's true. He moved Michelli off the first line.
All the comments about Scott Laughton, who scored again yesterday, right? Maybe you should give him more than 10 minutes.
Let's do Berube first, then we'll do Laughton. Because I thank you. I want to talk about Laughton. But Berube was asked yesterday, is it maybe like time to rest a few of the players? Like is fatigue setting in?
Right.
Fatigue. And Craig Berube was about as blunt as I've heard him in a long time.
Guys are probably banged up this time of year. Have you given any thought to giving some guys extra rest down the stretch, maybe more rest than they would normally get?
Well, they just got off a big break, I get that, but I think that we've managed it pretty well. I think, we just had some days off here and stuff, so I don't feel guys are in that area yet where they need more rest. I would know.
He would know.
I would know. Thank you. Finally, someone is pushing back on just ridiculous notions. I mean, they're tired.
You saw Easton Cowan.
Are they tired? Right? 3 weeks in Cabo. Are they tired? Is everyone good? Easton Cowan played for the Marlies the whole time. Is he tired? Check that. No, he went on vacation too.
Yeah, he
went on vacation too. Is he? Are they tired? Enough with the insanity.
It's crazy.
Absolute insanity. Okay, Scott Laughton. Scott Laughton, again, another kind of random afternoon game out of nowhere in the National Hockey League
They're
yesterday.
doing more and more. They're so weird.
It was Columbus and the Kings, and Scott Laughton, who had 0 multi-goal games in his Leaf career, I believe, now has one for the LA Kings.
It's kind of amazing. In his first 3 games?
Yes.
2? Yeah.
First 2 games.
Yeah.
First 2 games for Scott Laughton.
There you go. Boom.
So and the one thing I keep hearing is, well, now that he's playing more minutes and with good players,
15 minutes exactly. Well, 15:08 and 15:09 in the last 2 games.
which is kind of what he did with the Leafs. Like he played top end 14, 15 minutes some nights 11.
Yeah, or 8, 9, yeah.
But he was playing, if look at it, he was playing like between 11 and 14, 15
Actually,
minutes
you're
for the Toronto Maple Leafs.
So that was last 3 games with the Leafs.
There's a narrative that was spun out of control in the city that Scott Laughton didn't have time. Oh, he had time. I saw him giving the puck away enough. He had time. And there's also a narrative being spun that all of a sudden Laughton goes to LA and he's getting second line minutes and playing with their best players. That's not what's happening. Okay? He's playing 15 minutes. He's third line center, not fourth line center. He's third line center, and he's playing, with the elite of the elite for the LA Kings. Alex Turcotte, who's playing for the league minimum, and a guy drafted in the 6th round named Jared White, who's played 4 career games. Yes.
Right. Did you say right? Right.
White.
Right.
Is it right?
It's right.
Oh, that's right. I don't even know who he is. He's played 4 career games. But people in this town are like, wow, see, you got to play Laughton with Panarin. He's not. He's not playing with Panarin. And he's playing 15 minutes. And he's playing the same minutes he basically played here. Enough with this crazy narrative that Scott Laughton is being given power play 1. He's not.
I'm done.
It's just an insane narrative.
It is true.
Now, is it hilarious? He scored twice in 2 games.
It's amazing.
Of course, it's hilarious.
Just makes the Leafs look
Of
worse.
course, it's hilarious.
No.
But maybe that has less to do with the minutes and more the atmosphere on the team he's on. Maybe they're actually having a good time over there.
Without a doubt.
Maybe they have leaders that speak to you on the bench.
They're
Who
fighting
knows?
for a playoff spot.
Yes.
They're fighting for something, so they're playing hard.
100%. Hard.
We don't
Hurry
know what
hard.
that's like here. Hurry hard.
Maybe they're just enjoying the hockey more down there. Holy cow. Scott Laughton's getting first line minutes. Shut up.
They're 1
He's
point out of
not.
the playoff spot.
He's getting the same minutes he got here. He's just enjoying that team more. Has life. It's LA. How can you not like LA?
Hey, Austin, how you like LA?
I think he might like LA.
I do
A
too.
great deal.
Oh, man.
A great deal. So we're going to talk about who the Leafs called up tonight.
Yeah, you have to.
The Leafs called up anyone who says they didn't have to check on this guy online on HockeyDB are lying today. Bo Groove from the Marlies. He has 50 points in 54 games. And apparently he's going to get 4th line minutes tonight with Lorentz and Joshua. Like this is what's crazy about the NHL. Like you will work very hard in the minors to try and get a shot.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting tops 7 minutes tonight. Bo Groove, maybe 8. To make an impression. He's 26. We'll see how that goes. The Habs are going to just rip them limb from limb tonight.
Most points on the Marlies by about 11, right? Like
see, that
the next
deserves
guy.
a call up.
Yeah, for sure.
Like in soccer, there's an unwritten rule for every national team.
Plus 13 on the plus 13.
Plus
on the
13.
year? Yeah.
If you're playing well in the domestic league, whether it's Sweden, Italy, England, I don't care who it is. If you are the leading English goal scorer in England, when teams get called up, normally you get a spot. Whether you're Spain, like there is a rite of passage if you were performing for a team, if you were performing in a league. And I think the Leafs need to do this a bit more. If someone's actually playing well in the Marlies, why the hell not? Like, what's the point of the Marlies? Maybe you develop more kids down there if they know a call-up's coming. I don't know.
Wow.
But no one develops worse kids in the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Isn't that kind of how they found McMahon? Bobby McMahon?
I mean, they dug deep for Bobby McMahon.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Maybe you give a guy a shot and he shows up at the pro level and can have a couple games and gets his confidence going. Why not?
Yeah. No, I agree.
Right?
I agree. Dark Horse in the chat. Bo knows. I guess we'll see.
Yeah, let's go. Look, the advertising writes itself. Maybe you'll find something.
I am worried about going on Tony Marinaro's show tonight post game, based on what might happen in that hockey game.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, you're wearing your Leafs colors today, so.
I'm just wearing a blue sweater. Has nothing
I
to
think
do
you're
with
fully
any
repping the team.
allegiances
I
at
think
all.
you're fully repping the team with that. You know what you're dressed up for.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
But you have to look. You got to try and find these guys because, again, you can only bring in so many. You're going to need guys even for your fourth line next year. So why not?
I'm with
Find
you.
out what you got.
I'm with you 100% on that.
Dude, even if they slip into the bottom five, like, what is
100%.
that guy giving you that you're getting?
Yeah, that's true.
And can we talk about that again, by the way? Everybody, like, do you want them to slip into the bottom five? Because like you mentioned, that pick goes to next year, but doesn't it become unprotected next year?
Well, it both with Philly and Boston, if the protection kicks in, there is no protection the following year.
So I'm like, just get rid of it this year.
Why? So why do you want to get rid of it this year?
Well, because I don't want it to become unprotected. You're telling me for sure they're going to be even better next year? They could be worse.
No, what I'm saying is I think they need the pick desperately this year.
But then could they still be worse next year? And then it's unprotected for the next 2 years?
Well, listen. What the argument I want to make to you and everyone in the chat about the picks is this: they're potentially in such a rough spot here. I think you need a top level prospect right now that you start to water and watch grow. Preferably a defenseman.
But then again, are you rushing him?
No, I'm not saying you play him.
Right.
I'm saying you need him. You need his rights. You need him physically in your organization at some level. Like only a fool would suggest you throw in a top 5 pick in this roster next year. Only a fool would suggest that.
No, I know. I agree with you.
So,
but that's what worries me because then next year they could be worse. They could be worse for the next 2 years, and then you're giving up 2 unprotected picks, which could be top 5 both years. At least next year you have the top 10 protection with the Philly trade.
I think. Listen, you're losing these picks at some point.
I know,
but so get it. So just get something now, so you know you have it. That's kind of my philosophy. To play this game of like disaster is losing. Like people are trying to make the argument to me, whatever, lose the pick this year. No, absolutely not. I would much rather have a top 5 and lose next year's pick to Boston because that means I get
even
a
if
pick.
It's the number 2.
You can't control that.
And then the year after it could be number 3. Like they could be garbage for the next couple of years.
But this year, if they get it, it doesn't matter because you have to pay that price. You have agreed to this. If you get top 5 this year, the Leafs are 6 points clear of the 5th worst team in the league, which is St. Louis, of all teams. By the way, Florida, who are about to shut down Brad Marchand, are tied with you in points.
But at least next year, then, your 2027 is top 10 protected. Maybe you get a decision on Matthews, and maybe you start buying out, shipping out guys.
I think if you have a chance to get a top 5 pick this year, you'd be crazy not to say that's a great thing.
Okay.
Crazy. Because apparently it's a good defenseman draft.
Yeah, that's true.
It's solid.
That's true. I know. You're right.
Ray Bay in the chat, Dubas and Treliving really put us in a tight spot. Don't forget.
Sorta. And you're missing one guy. Who's the other guy they're missing?
Thanks, Brendan.
Yeah, there you go. Boom.
Thanks, Brendan.
Nailed it.
All right. So what was the other thing I wanted to hit here? Oh, Patrick Maroon.
Oh.
Did you hear the overdrive comment yesterday?
I did. And I saw the backlash from it too.
Patrick Maroon was asked what's the difference between like being in Florida and being a Leaf in terms of pressure. And Maroon says about 25 cameras in your room. That's not true, actually. There's maybe 4 or 5 on any given day.
Extra.
Like anyone who says there's 25 cameras in your room is an idiot and doesn't know anything about Toronto hockey.
I'd say up to 10, maybe at the
10 during the playoffs.
Yeah, very most.
Tops.
Yeah.
I've been there. I've seen it. Anyone who suggests 25 cameras in a room is not exactly an intelligent individual when it comes to hockey. And once again, someone from Florida, shockingly, has no idea what's happening in the city of Toronto. Not for the first time. But I just want to clarify the point that Patrick Maroon, a respected guy and a winner in this league, has no idea what a dressing room in Toronto feels like. None. And tops in the playoffs, it's 10 cameras. Tops. If you want to add the one camera from Tampa that would care, 11. That's it.
Did you see Andy Strickland? And I think O-Dog retweeted it, which was amazing.
What did he say? No, I missed it.
He was talking about Roman Polak telling him one time that in St. Louis, it was the expectation or the pressure coming from management, not from the media, that made him play hard.
Yeah, sure.
No, but it's true.
Sure.
Like the pressure has to come from the management.
Well, the
team or
pressure should come from
franchise.
you as a professional. Is where the pressure should come from.
No, but if you're anyway, I believe it.
The pressure. No, I know what you're saying, but but that's the same argument you can make in Vegas. Vegas,
No,
are
exactly.
And by the
it's not about media. It's about the organization actually holding you to what you
that's
should
the way
be
it
doing.
should happen.
Right. That's exactly.
But not
my
every
point.
organization does that.
Correct.
The Leafs have been holding people's hands for 10 years.
Exactly. So
Yes.
blaming it on the media, I think, is a cop out that the organization isn't holding them up to what they should be doing.
Yes, correct.
Like you said, thanks,
Correct.
Brendan. Like, for giving them everything they want. Like, come on. I know. And then did you see Maroon had like tweeted out after, talk about being sensitive about these comments? Like, come on, guys.
But it's just not based in any accuracy.
No,
is
it's
people's
not.
issue with it.
And of course it's going to get attention and
Yeah,
get
I mean-
reaction. Like, come on.
If
And
anyone
it's-
has a problem with Toronto and the pressure, that's fine. The door is right there, man.
No, but stop
like
blaming
the
the
door
media.
is right there.
We
Like
did this
go
last
ahead.
week.
Yeah, just go. There's a door. There's the door. Go ahead. Never mind that good Friday night you had in town. The door's right there. Not enough of that garbage.
No, again, to me, it's the organization has to hold them to that.
Habs chat in the chat. What a maroon. Okay. I mentioned Brad Marchand already. He's about to be shut down.
Right.
Look, what if the Panthers get a better pick than the Leafs this year? That's what I wanted to
That's
pitch
okay.
to. That's really?
Yeah, because it's really Boston, so who cares?
I guess that's going to Boston.
Yeah.
What's the protection on that pick?
No, sorry. I mean the Leafs. Who cares if they get a better pick than the Leafs? Because the Leafs aren't using the pick.
But what I'm saying is, in this year, where it's important for the Leafs to
Oh,
get
yeah.
top 5, what if Florida gets top 5
Actually,
and you don't?
that would be pretty
That's
good.
the point I'm trying to make.
Sorry. Okay. I see what you're saying. They keep them out of it, so they're giving Boston the 6th pick.
Yes,
And Florida knocks them out of the top 5. That would
be
good.
a nightmare.
That would be pretty good.
Am I making people uncomfortable with the mic fondling?
I don't know.
There's some folks in the chat.
I'm used to it.
You're used to it. Which doctor says stop fondling your mic? JD, Sid likes to play with the mic. I do.
Yeah.
I do. I like my headphones and the mic, and I'm not
Now-
budging from that
Shoot, I didn't even think about that with Florida. That is pretty good.
because they're both even right now.
Yeah.
I think both Florida and the Leafs have 65 points.
And Florida is more likely to shut their guys down, like you mentioned.
I mean, it looks like Marchand. Well, I mean, Marchand, it looks like shouldn't have gone to the Olympics. Like, what are we doing here?
like, is Willie fully healthy?
Like-
Is Austin fully healthy? What's going on?
Oh, Willie. Thank you for bringing up Willie. Hold on. I got a Willie quote from today.
Oh, he's saying Florida doesn't own their own pick too. Warrior reminds us. I'll check that out.
Oh, they don't either.
No,
That would be interesting.
but they would still knock them out of the top 5 technically if Florida.
Any space that keeps the Leafs out of
Right.
the top 5 is
That
very
hurts.
significant for the Leafs.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
So Luke Fox of Sportsnet threw this out there. William Nylander pregame in Montreal today was asked does he believe missing the playoffs in 25-26 is merely a one-off for the Toronto Maple Leafs, continuing a theme. And William Nylander said, quote, I mean, I sure hope that's the case for sure. Otherwise, yeah. Shakespeare. William
It's
Shakespeare.
a guy who cares right there.
Sean is back from the dentist. Appointment went awesome.
Awesome.
Good to see Sean again. Good to see Sean watching the Leafs and talking the Leafs sometimes like pulling teeth.
Yeah.
So welcome back, Sean.
Just in time for us.
Welcome
to move on.
back.
Maybe talk about something good.
Oh, let's do this.
Yeah.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Woo!
What a night for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
What a night.
We need to give some context to what exactly,
This young man is doing.
well, not just that, but what a Wilt Chamberlain record means. Because Wilt Chamberlain is one of the greatest NBA players of all time. He still has over 70, NBA records.
Insane.
70. He's their Gretzky. Wilt Chamberlain is a monster of a human being in sports history, physically and in terms of the numbers he put up. For example, some of the numbers that he has and records he owns that probably will never be broken. Wilt Chamberlain, 100 points in a game. I don't think that's being broken. Once had a 55 rebound game. I don't think that's being broken. He has more career rebounds than anyone else at 23,000. And in one season, he once averaged 50 points over the course of the season per game. 50 per game. Like, this guy was it, okay? And I don't sit here, and we don't sit here as a group and watch a lot of Wilt Chamberlain records get tied or fall.
Nope.
But last night, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and he was injured for a stretch, came back and continued the same pace, got 20 points for the 126th consecutive game. That ties Wilt Chamberlain's all-time record for consecutive 20 points game. The native of Hamilton, Ontario, the reigning NBA MVP, Finals MVP, and NBA champion, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has done it, and he's probably going to break the record Thursday against Boston. So not only does he do that last night, but Shai Gilgeous had 35 points, 9 rebounds, 15 assists, 0 turnovers. 0 turnovers. And he hit the game-winning shot around Spencer Jones to beat Denver. So OKC remain atop the overall standings. They're probably winning another title. Shai Gilgeous probably won the MVP award last night. He's probably going to win another NBA Finals MVP. And in doing so, they've relegated to Denver to possibly fight in the play-in tournament in the Western Conference with Jamal Murray and Jokic. To tie and pass Wilt Chamberlain ever is quite the mark in the NBA. And what Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has done is disgusting. And on top of that, he won the game last night. But one of the great things that he did was the quote postgame. And when you hear certain things in a guy's vernacular, like you're about to hear, that's greatness. Like, that's genius. And he's talking about knowing the answers before the questions are being put in front of him. Listen to this.
You gonna take a step back three, or just when you're out?
Yeah, nah. I had no clue what I was gonna do. I have answers to the test, but like, I got to see the questions first. So once I seen he was on my left and I was going right, I think it was Christian Braun that was in the gap. So I knew I probably was like, if I drove to shoot a midi, it's probably gonna be a contested with 2 guys. So I tried to separate from the 3 and get a good, comfortable shot, and it went down.
I know the answers, but I got to see the questions first.
Sick quote. Sick.
And it immediately reminded me, because it's a genius quote, of another genius quote along those lines.
Really?
And I'm going back a few years. For some of you, you'll appreciate this. Back in 1984, Rowdy Roddy Piper, the legendary Rowdy Roddy Piper, had a segment called Piper's Pit. Must-see TV for people of a certain vintage who liked professional wrestling. And basically every segment was he would invite a guest on and insult them, and then they'd leave. And occasionally things would get violent. Now, that segment also was the stage for some of the great, really emotional moments in the history of the sports. When Andre the Giant challenged Hogan, it was a lot of things happened on Piper's Pit. Snuka got jumped. A lot of things happened on Piper's Pit. A lot. But when I hear that quote from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander about the answers and the questions, I think of this segment that Rowdy Roddy Piper did with a wrestler named Frankie Williams. Frankie Williams was a jobber who wrestled 700 times, and according to website cagematch.net, he won 8% of the time. Awful wrestler. Frankie Williams was an awful wrestler, and Frankie retired from the sport not long after the segment you're about to hear. So you talk about genius quotes, you talk about answers and questions. Listen for the back end of this, Rowdy Roddy Piper.
This is verbal, this is not physical. Pizzas or something like that, maybe.
I said, I'm not afraid of nobody. I'm always inside ring, no matter what. And I don't run from nobody.
You got no room for nobody. That's a wonderful thing. You got no room for nobody, but you're a lousy wrestler. It's as simple as that.
I might be a lousy wrestler, but I'm still in there. And I'm not afraid of nobody.
Piper hammering away. Oh no, Piper all over Frank Williams. Puck, unbelievable. It's simple as this. Oh, no. Oh.
Here it comes.
That's incredible. Oh. They think they got the answers. I changed the questions.
Amazing.
Roddy Piper, genius.
One of the greatest.
Just when they think they've got the answers, I change the question. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is basically doing that to the NBA. Didn't phrase it exactly like that last night.
Pretty much.
But he said, I got all the answers. I just have to know the questions. Shai Gilgeous is the Rowdy Roddy Piper of the NBA. He will disrespect you at every turn, and you come back and want to watch more and more and more. This kid is unbelievable. And we're running out of superlatives because he's going to break this Wilt record. By the way, first and second on the list prior to this year were Wilt Chamberlain. He had 2 separate stretches of 20-point games.
11 games apart.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
And this record that he's about to break, Shai Gilgeous, the only reason it ended for Wilt was he got thrown out of a game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
He got ejected.
Really?
The only reason it's at 126 in a row with 20 points, he got thrown out of a game. Shai Gilgeous knows all the answers. And it feels like he knows which questions are coming to most of the time. Until someone changes the question on Shai, get your popcorn ready because he's not going anywhere. Love that kid.
Dude, amazing.
Azo, your thoughts on Shai Gilgeous, Frankie Williams, Roddy Piper, or all three?
Huh? Yeah. Well, sorry, my computer's frozen here,
No
so
problem.
I can't change the screen. It's creeping me out. Anyway, yeah, Shai, the other thing you have to mention, only 4 free throws last night. So all those people who say he does it all the time with just free throws, like, get out of here.
Sorry, he only had 4
in that whole game.
The alleged free throw merchant.
Yes.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander cost Doris Burke her gig on the number one broadcast crew at ESPN and ABC.
Yeah.
That line. Although she's right. Really, he did that without the free throws.
Yeah, he only had 4 last night, which was incredible.
Wow.
And you said the game winner. He had like basically 2 game winners there. It was amazing to me that the guy was like, let's see if they can get a 2-for-1 here. And there was like 4 more possessions. It was amazing. I mean, Jokic answered, but like, man.
I didn't realize that. That's a very, very significant fact from last night.
Right.
4 free throws.
You can't watch the end of that and think he was like a thing. Oh, there we go.
Paul in the chat, Bruno Sammartino, champion last time the Leafs won the cup. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. That's a long time ago. That's when headlocks were like popular.
Right.
You put a guy in a headlock and whoa.
The
headlock.
The coconut to Jimmy Snuka's head is probably the best.
Way offside. Way offside.
But like you said, he would insult them and then he'd beat them up.
It was like Roddy Piper pioneered a lot of stuff in that sport.
Yes.
There would be no WrestleMania. There would be no first WrestleMania without Piper as the heel. His heel work in that is some of the best in the history of the sport. Him and Cowboy Bob Orton, so good. So that's the latest on SGA. Again, he's going to break that record Thursday night against Boston. I'm assuming what is Thursday nights now? Is that NBC? No, NBC's Tuesday night.
No, yeah, I can't.
Friday night's Prime. I'm losing track. That might be ESPN. But SGA is just unbelievable. Any other thoughts on SGA? Raptors are in Houston tonight. Hopefully RJ keeps the stretch going. Keeps playing well because we love us some RJ Barrett. But any other thoughts?
No.
On SGA?
No, I mean, what else can you say about the kid, dude? He's amazing. Is it surprise you that like Michael, MJ, or Kobe isn't on that list for that?
A little bit.
Right?
Guys who shot like that?
Yeah. And
my
just
God.
Consistent scorers.
But that's how hard it is.
I know. That's exactly what my point
It's a great point. Like I haven't thought like where's MJ? Where's LeBron? Where's Kobe? Where's Iverson on that list?
Right.
Where's Durant?
Yeah.
Where's McGrady? Where's some like scoring
not
merchants?
even get close. It's
like
true.
James Harden. I don't know. All right, so that happened last night, and it was significant. The other thing that happened last night, World Baseball Classic got real.
I'm going to tell you this on air. I think my mouse died, so I can't control anything or any of the clips.
Oh, that's fine. I think we ran most of the clips.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
Okay.
Oh no, the Benji Heel.
I wanted that one.
Okay.
Anyways, we'll see if I can get this going again.
Do you need a minute to recharge?
No.
Are you good?
Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm just telling you, I can't throw to anything else right now.
Okay. Technically, this is an odd moment for you.
Yeah.
Because technically, we've been
all I can do
pretty
is
good on
put
this
me
show.
On camera and just chill with you.
All
or
right.
like, I can't even star any of the comments, but I'll keep an eye out.
All right. So I'll keep that in mind. And when I throw for something, I won't because you can't run it right now.
Yeah, just to let you know.
But the World Baseball Classic continued last night. Mexico and the United States in Houston was really the biggest live sporting event outside of the OKC Denver game last night. 5-3, the States won.
Do you think it lived up to it? Do you like it?
look, Skeens was great. Jaron Duran was doing his best to keep Mexico in it.
He did.
Roman Anthony went deep too, right?
Yep.
I mean, the Red Sox look decent right now.
He had the 3-run homer.
Yeah.
Judge has the 2-run homer, and Roman Anthony had
For
the
Judge
3-run
to like start talking to a dugout and going, "Let's go," that's not who he normally is.
Right.
So for it tells you a lot about what this means to those guys.
What about Bobby Witt Jr.? Do you change your mind on him possibly being an MVP candidate?
He won't win enough games. No, I'm not going to change my mind on Bobby Witt Jr. Unless he gets traded to the Yankees.
Okay.
Hey, Yankees, might want to think about it. Don't tell me Volpe is the guy.
He's making
Please
progress.
don't tell me.
Have you not read spring training reports that he's
Jesus
making
Christ.
progress?
Is that the story with Anthony Volpe?
Did you see they named their opening day starter?
Who was it?
It's not who you think it is.
Who would it be?
Well,
Max Fried?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I'm not stunned by Max Fried.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't think he would make the.
Who did you think?
opening day
Garrett
starter.
Cole?
Yeah.
Maybe he's not ready.
I guess not. No, that's what I'm
Maybe
saying.
Garrett Cole isn't ready.
It sounds like he's not.
I think Max Fried is a guy who they're going to lean on a lot. So
They have to.
but nothing's
How'd
going
that go last year?
Nothing's. I mean, I think he wasn't their worst guy.
No.
He wasn't their worst guy.
No.
But Mexico and the States was interesting.
It was.
Like it could have been better. I was kind of hoping for Mexico to make more of a push,
Mhm.
but the States won the game, and everyone's talking about the moment where Mexican outfielder and Seattle Mariner Randy Arozarena goes up to home plate, and his teammate Cal Raleigh, catching for the United States, is right there, and Randy Arozarena kind of puts his hand out for
Look
a
at
fist
this.
bump.
Got it fixed.
Look at this.
Got it fixed.
Azo's got it. Here we go.
It'll probably die again in a second, but
That's all I need, baby. So for the listening audience, it's a picture of Randy Arozarena in a Mexican uniform he extended a hand. I thought it was just a fist bump.
No, it was a full shake my hand.
Really?
Yeah, man.
He extends a hand, and Cal Raleigh looks at him like, "What are you doing right now?"
Yeah.
And Arozarena kind of left it there for a little bit, and it got awkward. Like Cal Raleigh did not shake his Seattle teammate's hand.
Mm-hmm.
And after the game, the media kind of remembered this took place.
Yep.
And the quotes from Randy Arozarena
I got him here. You
were
want
interesting. You have the translated quotes, correct?
Yeah, from our boy Master Flip, who translates a lot of
He's
this
good.
stuff. Huh?
He's good,
really
Master
good.
Flip.
He's really good. Actually, do I have it here? Hang on.
I got it here. I got a backup here for you.
Okay.
I don't have the full one that you had, but
Okay.
So
no, here it is.
Okay.
So the full translation is they asked him about what happened, and he says, "How do you think I should respond to Cal Raleigh? How should I put it to him? I want to say it to him in 4 languages. First, in Spanish. The only thing you should be thankful for is having such great parents. He's very well educated, thank God. I was lucky enough to see them a few days ago at the hotel. They came over to greet me, gave me a big hug, and were genuinely proud to see me again. After that, I want to give it to him straight Cuban style. What he has to do is bleep off. Mexican style, go to hell. And in English, the fake ass good to see you he hit me with, he can shove it straight up his ass.
Whoa. Whoa.
Dude. 4 languages he got.
Hey, you down with WBC?
Oh, you
know me. You know
Definitely
me.
with that.
What is going on here? Those are teammates, man.
Yeah, dude.
They went to Game 7 against the Jays,
100%.
the ALCS.
I love it.
Whoa.
I love it.
But that's a hell of a quote where it's like, I just saw his family. His family's great, and he can shove it up his ass. It's quite a turn.
It really
That's
is.
quite a turn.
Oh, man.
That
Like,
is
listen,
Sean in the Yukon Frosty. Yep, no doubt. Martino in the chat. Problems for the Mariners this year? Let's hope.
How mad would you be if somebody refused to shake your hands who you thought was a teammate? Like, hey, buddy, good luck.
Under no okay, that's where we go next.
Yeah.
Because everyone's kind of wondering who's in the wrong, Arozarena or Cal Raleigh.
And listen, it's emotion after the game. He had to respond somehow. I love it.
The baseball culture, and it's not necessarily baseball, but like you see it a lot in baseball because there's more downtime. The baseball thing that has developed for 20, 25 years where everyone is Vladdy's friend at first, everyone's talking to each other, everyone's just, the camaraderie is just, it doesn't matter that you're not playing for the same team. I miss when that mattered. I miss when there was some loyalty to the shirt you were in.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Randy Arozarena needs to know better than that. And I thought Raleigh handled it very well. If I'm an American fan, I love every second of that. If I'm a Mexican fan, I don't even like that he extended a hand. This is a big-time rivalry, man. Don't be doing that stuff. I don't care who you are.
Oh, my God.
I don't care who you are. Do not extend your hand in a game that intense.
Let the best
Don't
team
do
win.
that.
That's all he's saying. Good luck. Let
No,
the
no,
better
no,
team
no.
win. And America has a better team.
Do that in the outfield during BP when no one's looking.
Oh,
don't do that when you're walking up. Call Raleigh.
No, you don't see him before the game.
Cal Raleigh is in game mode, catching Paul Skeens. Okay? He is in a different headspace. Don't be doing. Okay, so Jeff as a party would have extended a hand to Cal. Why?
Because I'm about to take your guy deep. Let's go. Like, let the best team win. That's it. Let the best team win. Good luck, teammate.
Do you need to shake a guy's? See, I agree with you. Let the best team win. Do you have to shake a guy's hand for that?
Yeah, man, because he's your teammate. Come on.
I completely disagree with you.
What?
Completely disagree with you.
Oh, man. And then it did fire them up, but we'll see.
It did. It did.
Like post-game.
I listen. Size Doyster.
Mm-hmm.
Great handle. Azo, I'm with you.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
There's, let's go.
And he says, Sid, you're wrong on
just
this.
Just double down on you being wrong. By the way, yeah, I don't know. He's a good buddy of mine.
Yes.
Didn't you? What were friends saying to you? Didn't you have something? Like, what did you think of it?
I'll tell you, I got a quote from a buddy of mine who played like Division 1A baseball.
You wouldn't give it to me before the show. So
no,
give
that's
it to
my
me
quote.
now?
That's my quote. He played Division 1A baseball. And I said, so he sent me the Instagram link of that.
Of course.
Of Arozarena and Cal Raleigh last night. And I said to him, so what do you make of it? And he goes, first things first, Randy had to have known they were not cool. If Randy knew that they weren't on the best terms, he did it to spark controversy on purpose. That's one theory.
So there is a follow-up to that too, because it's happened before in this tournament, and some of the guys have the pine tar and stuff on their batting gloves, and the catchers won't shake their hand because then the ball gets stuck.
Right.
Right. There is that aspect to it too.
But even like a fist bump though, with like your wrist or something, like he could have done that.
But that's why maybe shaking your hands is a bit like, here, shake my hands, or you look like a bit of a jerk. Otherwise, get your hands sticky, and then you can't throw the ball like you should. So maybe that was part of it. No, seriously, it could be game plan like that.
He went on to say, in this climate, that snub is way bigger than baseball. So he's saying maybe there's a few things going on there, but like I don't want to put all that on Cal Raleigh. I think that was baseball related. That was a big atmosphere. Really, USA didn't have the louder fans last night. It was obvious.
No. Not at all.
I mean,
dude, there was somebody had mentioned that I couldn't find the quote, but somebody said Alejandro Kirk sak this is bigger to him than the World Series.
Let's find that quote.
Yeah,
I don't want to jump all over that.
Somebody else.
I don't want to jump all over. I like Kirky a lot. Although Kirky, Bobby Witt had him by 9 steps after that play to his right, though, didn't he? Oh no, Kirk did not have a chance. He did not have a hell of a play. Kirk was out by 5 feet.
And a couple of good plays himself.
Now Awake writes, fist pump is okay.
I'm okay with that too.
But it feels like Raleigh wasn't even give him that. Like Cal Raleigh was not going to give his Seattle Mariners teammate. No, like this is this now a problem for the Seattle Mariners? Like,
who's one of the favorites in the American League?
100%.
That's what I want.
They brought in Brandon Donovan. They re-signed Josh Naylor. Like, they want to come back at the Jays in a serious way.
It's fair.
Like, I think this will get squashed pretty quickly. We're in the throes of the intensity of it, but I did not expect that on both sides.
Yeah.
I thought Arozarena leaned in way too hard on that.
It's emotion, man. Come on, you're
But
emotional.
You're fighting for your country. You're not doing that.
They just lost. That meant get something to all those guys. They wanted to beat them badly.
Stealthy Sammy punished Cal Raleigh by sending him to the Toronto Blue Jays.
Like, let's play the Benji clip. I can do it.
Oh, you can do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hold on. One thing on that. I believe firmly that they
stop touching your mic.
No, I love it.
I know. I'm kidding.
I love it. You might have to disinfect this thing.
Definitely.
I do believe though this is kind of like this isn't nothing. Like you have one teammate cussing out another one in another language.
Oh, if I'm Seattle, I'm a little bit worried.
So that will get back to Cal Raleigh, and I think they have to fix this a little bit. Definitely. They have to fix it.
Definitely.
Okay. So Mexico's manager Benji Gil. I'm gonna go Gil.
I'm going to go Gil.
Gil?
So we're going to say it differently.
Michael in the chat. 2 hands on the mic, Sid, please.
Very good, Michael. Very good.
I'm not taking requests. So Benji Gil, the manager of Mexico, after the game, Mexico loses 5-3. They were in it. Duran kept them in it. They were in it.
Oh, there was 5-0, right? They were
was
slowly
5-0.
chipping away.
The se-
After Skeens was out, they had a shot.
The second Paul Skeens left,
Yes.
it felt competitive again. So Benji Gil, the manager of Mexico, goes up to the podium and he's like, I want to see those guys again. And I feel like some of the personalities that are coming out in this tournament, like you just cannot beat it. This is the manager of Mexico after last night's loss.
I hope we play the U.S. again. That would be awesome. I would be ecstatic to face them again. For one, it's probably the championship, right? It's a championship in Miami.
Wow.
In fact, you know what?
In Miami.
I want to face them more than I want anything else in the world. How's that? Unless, I don't know what the lottery is at right now, but if the lottery is somewhere around 800 million, then yeah, I'll win the lottery and cheer everybody from far. But outside of that, I desire that more than anything in the world. Face them again in Miami. I think that we'll end up 1-1 against the U.S. this tournament, and Mexico won't lose again until 3 years from now.
I like this. I like this guy a lot.
I like him too.
I like this guy.
Especially,
a
you give me
lot.
800 million, I'm gonna go away. I'll cheer for you guys from over there on that beach. But yeah, like we're going 1-1 against. Dude, they took pride. I told you they were 3-1 against them in this tournament going into that game last night.
Yeah, they had a good record against the States.
They did.
No question about it. So Canada plays Puerto Rico tonight. It seems like Puerto Rico, because they're home and cool. Like they're going to sit some guys, hopefully. If Canada hopefully wins this game tonight, it's still going to be very tough for them.
It is. They're a good squad.
And then it sets up the Canada-Cuba game, I believe, tomorrow afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
At is that game 3:00 tomorrow? Let me check this. Game's at 3:00 tomorrow afternoon, Canada-Cuba. So Canada they have to win tonight.
They have to win both, right?
Yeah, they got to win both.
Yep, to move on. But they have to win. Starts with tonight's game. They win that. Then tomorrow's becomes the winner goes on. Well, it depends on run differential, but they have to win it to go on.
For sure.
Did you want to take the U.S. side of things?
I want to take the USA. So Paul Skeens looked unbelievable last night.
Dude.
So, but this Tarik Skubal story.
Hold on. Let's stick to Skeens. How do you go back to Pittsburgh after playing with those guys and seeing the plays like Bobby Witt does for you? And they had a couple good relays. They had some good things. Now he's got to go play with
you. Go back because you are contractually obligated.
I guess. Oh man, it's got to be so. But is he just counting the days till he gets out of there and can go to?
Yes, but you know what? But Paul Skeens is so good, you can count the days.
Yeah.
Like if you're like a middle of the road guy stuck in Pittsburgh, that's a different conversation. Paul Skeens knows full well he will have the pick of the litter, and he's so good. We're seeing something in Pittsburgh I've never seen in 20, 25 years. They're bringing guys in.
Yeah.
The Pittsburgh Pirates are not.
I was just about to bring this up.
They're bringing in. They tried to sign, reportedly, a bunch of guys to make themselves a bit more competitive. Now, that also might be disingenuous because that next CBA is going to have a basement to it. And the Pirates have to get to it. So I don't think the Pirates are being completely honest by saying we want to put out a competitive team around Paul Skeens. At some point in that next CBA, they're going to be forced to spend a certain amount of money on the low end.
But to me, it's not just Paul Skeens anymore. It's Connor Griffin kid's for real.
Connor Griffin.
He's for real. So now they might have a great pitcher and a great position player. Like that kid was, man, he can hit the ball hard. Like they might have one of the best position players and one of the best pitchers in the league now. Like you kind of got to start building your team, and especially if you want both guys to stay. They're going to have to lock both guys up. You can't let both guys walk.
They're not locking up. Paul Skeens is not signing in Pittsburgh. That's insanity.
Unless they start bringing guys up. Connor Griffin's in the middle of the lineup. Maybe they bring that. And dude, that park is beautiful. You got to have you ever
I keep hearing it's beautiful.
It's amazing. Like that place, I've never seen it packed. I think actually when the Jays were there the first year I went, it was pretty packed. I think that place would be like rocking.
I should go. I should check it out.
You should. You really should.
Slosh in the
get out of here for a weekend. Leave me
there
alone.
You go. The As a Party Show by Sick Medium. Slosh in the chat goes, Connor Griffin is a dog.
He really
is. For those who don't know the Connor Griffin story, he might become the first teenager in like 40 years to be on an opening day roster in Major League Baseball for the Pirates. Like he's that good. He's quick. He has a bat. He has everything. Like he has everything. Like it's the name Connor Griffin is one you will be hearing a lot about.
Yep. You'll become very familiar. I think his first two home runs at spring training this year were completely out of the ballpark. Like just
cleared. Them. Yeah, they were cleared.
It's amazing.
You are 100% correct.
Oh man,
cleared. Ray Bay. The Pirates are a fun team, and when they're good, and they have a nice ballpark. The Pirates. The worst thing about the Pirates is ownership, from what I could tell.
No, it's true. But now you got a guy to be the star of your ace, and you're going to have a guy to be the star of your batting lineup, your infield, everything. Like, you got to start adding. Like, you have to.
Yeah.
How can you let both guys just walk? That's crazy.
Caulfield is on fire in the chat, writes, I joined this because I thought you were talking hockey. We talked the Leafs for an hour.
People are mad. We talk Leafs. They can't please anybody.
No, but hold on. But this is a good time to say this because we got there's some amazing people on this chat who are uber interested in specific things. Some want to hear all the stuff.
Right.
Others maybe not. This show, I guarantee you, the way the show is being run by Jeff Azzopardi and myself and Sick Media, because we have the freedom, we will talk about all the things. Now, the seasons will flip, and one day the Raptors will lead in the playoffs, and one day the Jays will lead on opening day, and that's all going to move around.
World Cup.
World Cup.
Woo!
World Cup.
Yeah, man. Let's go.
Do you really want it? Do you really want World Cup? Like, things are going to move in the show, but we will talk about them. I'm telling you. And that's the Sid Seixeiro Show, powered by, but it's worth talking about.
And big giveaways from McDonald's coming soon.
And Jack says he came for the rage. I'll give you some rage.
There will be some rage.
A big sack of rage.
But get back to Tarik Skubal. Sorry, I just wanted
to...
No,
it's a really good point.
Is, man, how do you go back? Like, you see what it's like to have a good team around you. Now you got to go back and play for the Pirates. Ugh.
And he's like...
in a contract year.
And he's paying for, like, members of the Air Force baseball team to show up.
That's awesome.
Like, just great stuff. But the Tarik Skubal thing, because that story now, by now you're familiar. Tarik Skubal, free agent year for the Detroit Tigers, best pitcher in the game, maybe. I think the best pitcher in the game was probably pitching last night, but Tarik Skubal's close. He's won 2 straight Cy Youngs in the American League.
1-2 for sure.
And 1-2 for sure. And it's a big year for him, free agency year. Could get $400 million if things go his way. So Tarik Skubal said he was pitching 1 game for the States in the World Baseball Classic against Great Britain on Saturday, and that was it. And he took some heat for it. So there are insiders in the Major League Baseball world who are twisting themselves into a pretzel, trying to convince you how emotionally torn Tarik Skubal is on leaving Team USA. So torn. He wants to stay now. This is what Mark DeRosa, manager of Team USA, said yesterday when just before the game it was announced Tarik Skubal will not pitch again for them in this tournament and will be heading back to the Tigers. Quote, this is Mark DeRosa. We were always under the assumption that he was going to leave after group play. I know that kind of got clouded a little bit because getting on the mound in the USA jersey, being in the room with the guys is special. But he's going to leave after tonight and go back to Lakeland, Florida, and be at Tigers camp. I am so sick of people trying to make Tarik Skubal out to be something he is not. He is a baseball vigilante with free agency on his mind, and that's all he gives a damn about. Don't tell. He barely wanted to show up for that start Saturday. Don't tell me he's now crying behind the scenes. Don't tell me he's now having heart-to-hearts with Ernie Clement and Paul Skeens. That's the most BS thing I've ever heard. This guy can't get onto the plane fast enough. Actually, it doesn't have to go that far from Houston to Lakeland, Florida. He didn't want to be there to start. He doesn't want to be there now, and he's tired of the PR. And once again, it's someone who wants it both ways. Tarik Skubal wants to protect his arm for free agency and act like the good guy for Team USA. And he's not the good guy for Team USA. He wanted to show up, make a lazy start against Great Britain, and now he's gone. And now it's so emotional. He's so emotional that he's leaving Team. Get out of here, man. All those guys want to be there. You think Ernie Clement cares about his year? It's a big year for him, too. Get out of here. These insiders and all these people trying to cover up for Tarik Skubal, trying to throw curveballs at everyone. You could throw a curveball, but I'm not buying it. Tarik Skubal, you're a liar face. You don't want to be there. I know you don't want to be there. Just say so. Just be honest. There are people who want things both ways all the time. I want no risk and I want all the reward. Get out of here, man. Enough of this Tarik Skubal crap. I don't want him a J anymore. I don't want him.
Whoa, no.
I don't want him.
Don't take that back.
This is an honorable city.
Dude,
with honorable baseball players.
Dude,
most of the time.
Who hurt you? Like, who
I don't
hurts
like
him?
liars.
No.
I don't like liar faces. Tarik Skubal is full of it, and he only cares about the PR. That's all he cares about. He wants to protect his investment. You don't think there are guys a year out from free agency who were worried about that? Aaron Judge had no elbow last year. Aaron Judge had no elbow in right field for the Yankees, and he played anyway. And they're testing his arm in this tournament, and it looks good. They're testing it. You don't think this is a big year for Aaron Judge and the Yankees?
Yeah.
No, Tarik Skubal has to worry about everything. To get out of here.
Dude, that lottery.
Get out of here.
That lottery that Benji Gill, I'm going to say Gill again, is hoping to win. Tarik Skubal has that in front of him in a contract that's coming to him. He's going to get that money.
If he gets Tommy John tomorrow, he still has that in front of him.
I don't know.
3 years down the line.
No chance, man.
Really?
And of course you want to be around. You want to represent your country and be around those guys. It's the best players in the game. Did you hear Roman Anthony talking about what it's like to have Bryce Harper on his team? Like leading them, it's amazing.
It's a great vibe down there.
It is, of course, you want to be around that.
There.
But yeah, when it comes down to it, you got to go handle business. You got to go get that generational wealth that's being offered to you.
You know what?
And it's a big year for the Tigers, man. They want to make the playoffs.
Oh, I don't give a damn. You think Team USA gives a damn about the Detroit Tigers?
No kidding, but that's why.
Have you seen their batting lineup? Does that seem like a serious team to you?
Team that's paying
Does that seem like a serious team to you? Javi Baez is there playing. You
Who
think they're
hurt
serious? Get out of here with.
Who
listen,
hurt you?
Listen,
Who didn't show up for you?
Don't
Who
pay.
Didn't show up for Portugal one year?
Don't pay attention to Azo. I'm telling you. As you're going about your day and your week, listening to the Sid Seixeiro Show, powered by Sick Media, spare a thought for the emotional toll this is taking on Tarik Skubal and how he wants to stay for his country, but his agent is making him leave.
That's true.
So just what a persecuted human being Tarik Skubal is for Team USA. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that emotional decision. He has a foot on the charter right as he's making that emotional decision. Lies, and more lies. Liar face.
A lot of people in your corner.
Huge liar face.
So we're 1-1. A lot of people.
It's not a big year for Aaron Judge. He has one elbow last year. Not a big year for Ernie Clement. Not a big year for Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper, his boss hates his guts in Philadelphia.
I know.
Not a big year for Bryce Harper?
No, and we'll see how it plays out.
Idiots.
You can't say anything.
Idiots.
If Aaron goes back on the DL or the IL with his elbow.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Anyway.
Thank you for giving me time on that.
No, of course.
We have Jays updates.
Can we do one more WBC? Have you seen this ice cream sandwich they're selling in Tokyo?
Do you have a picture?
I do.
I haven't seen this.
It's like a waffle right around. Like it's fully encapsulated. Like it's got the ice cream inside. It's like a waffle around the ice cream. It looks amazing. People are just raving and ranting about it, how good it is. Look at all the ice cream in that too. Come on, man. Look at that with the Tokyo Dome on it. What do you think?
I don't do ice cream bars because they're pretty messy. I would destroy this.
But fully enclosed.
This
like
is
the waffle is right around it.
It's a waffle. Yeah, it's just a waffle. Fully, Azo's right. Like it can't spill unless you're just lazy with it. Oh my God, that looks so good.
I don't even know how they make that, but it looks so good.
Can we get like 4 of these?
That's what I'm talking about.
If I order on Amazon from Japan and it gets here, does the dairy go bad in the ice cream?
Maybe.
Potentially.
Maybe we should think. Come on, look at that, huh?
All right.
Chocolate, vanilla.
God.
The waffle looks amazing though. That's crispy, like and warm. Oh.
I'm gonna stop making noises.
I know.
That's creepy.
I saw that. I thought it was everybody was raving
good,
and
man.
ranting about it.
That is a slosh in the chat. I'll buy 40 of those.
When do we get the updates of what's coming to speaking of Blue Jays, what's coming to Rogers Center this year, food wise? It's always new stuff.
Oh no, that day hasn't happened yet.
I know.
It's usually the week of the home
we
opener.
We could have used that today.
But some of them aren't great.
Yeah,
it's like, oh look, it's
like the exhibition food, right?
It's pickle bread.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
It's true.
I don't need a pickle bread hot dog. You just give me a regular hot dog.
Yeah, it's true. Or it's like at the exhibition where they just try and fry anything, and every year it's a new like fried butter.
Azo, let me tell you something. There are some horny people in this chat for the food. You have ignited something. These people need to walk this off for a few hours.
How good is that?
Go get a cold shower.
I've never seen an ice cream sandwich like that.
Oh my God, this is. Kira, pickle bread, big seller for pregnant lady fans.
All right, that's fair.
That's a take from Kira. There it is.
You got the cravings? Can't wait for $20 beer night from Sean.
But they got you on the beer. Like we can complain about beer at a sporting event all we want.
There's that one
They
stand
got
in
you.
the outfield though. You can buy a small can for like $5 if you want to wait in line and go there. Like,
Yeah,
you
that's
can't
true.
do that.
That's true.
So like, if you don't want to go nuts on the beer, because the beer always get warm to you by the end. Like when you buy the king cans and stuff, it kind of sucks.
Max in the chat comparing hitting to pitching laughed my ass off. Okay, how about this? How about comparing pitching to the arm of Aaron Judge in right field? How about that? Let's compare that. Do you want to compare that? Let's compare that. Boom, you're roasted. Boom.
You're just like Tarik Skubal.
I'm not quitting on anything.
I know.
I'm not quitting on anything.
All right.
Okay, Blue Jay
Jays
updates.
updates.
Blue Jays today, Dylan Cease was on the mound. And right now they're in the third inning. It's the Jays in Dunedin taking on the Atlanta Braves through 2 innings. No earned runs allowed and no walks allowed for Dylan Cease. 35 pitches. So Dylan Cease, again, continues to look okay. We're not done yet today, but Dylan Cease looks good. Before the game, John Schneider had some updates. Update 1. So I'm going to stop after each one. You tell me the first thing, Azo, that comes to mind for you. And people in the chat, obviously. Trey Savage is slated to throw 2 innings tomorrow in a minor league sim game. Are you okay with the pace of Trey Savage in terms of the buildup?
No, I'm starting to wonder if he starts in Buffalo. Nobody has had this. Everybody thinks he'll break ground, obviously, with the major league team. But I wonder if they start him in Buffalo and really monitor him, like 40 pitches, and then call him up when he starts too. Because he's got some options too, right?
I just don't see a world where you once sent Alek Manoah, who basically put this team together.
Yeah. Had a big part of the process.
I don't see a world where this organization once asks Alek Manoah to go to Buffalo and he refuses. But after the end of last year, thinks it's okay to put Trey Savage in AAA. Do you not find that odd? I find that really strange.
It just everybody's making this assumption he breaks camp with the team, and I think he should. But the way it's slowly ramping up, he's gonna have to be on a 30 or 40 pitch count when they start the season.
Oh, it's going to be slow.
Can you put him into a major league game like that
No.
where he's just ramping up?
No.
I'm honestly starting to have some belief that he's going to start in Buffalo for and might not even be a month. But part of me thinks that's where he's going to start. So yeah, I'm a little bit not getting concerned about it, but he says he trusts them. I guess we got to trust them too.
As of opening day, 17 days away.
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
He's
That's why
nowhere
I
near
started
ready to
thinking this.
start.
That's why I started thinking this. It's true.
Chris in the chat, need a Santander shoulder update. That's coming.
That's coming.
We're gonna have it for you here very soon. Someone said Tocchet got fired. That didn't happen, did it? No.
That I know of.
I got to stop reading everything in the chat. I love reading most things in the chat. Jack in the chat, but Alek Manoah was such a big part of the Jays run last fall. I know. Okay, so that's the Savage. Savage isn't close. And Azo's the first guy I've heard suggest AAA to start the year. So let's file that.
I just started thinking it last night because I keep hearing people he'll obviously break camp with the team. And I'm like, are you sure about that?
So the other update is Ricky Tiedemann. They say Ricky Tiedemann, who's had an injury nightmare so far throughout his career as a Jay,
no doubt.
will begin throwing today after being shut down with elbow soreness in late February. I'm not holding my breath on the Ricky Tiedemann idea with the Toronto Blue Jays. I hope he's good. I hope he's fine. But I am in no way, shape, or form am I counting on Ricky Tiedemann to do anything for this team this year. Are you of a similar headspace?
I am at this point for sure. I was hoping maybe he could be something and establish himself and join that bullpen at some time. And hey, if he's healthy by the end of the year, that might be when we need him most. Right now, they got an abundance of pitchers, so let him take his time and maybe he can join by the end of the year.
Okay. Final update from John Schneider today prior to the Atlanta game. Shane Bieber and Jimmy Garcia are, quote, making good progress, end quote.
Cool.
That's absolutely nothing.
Cool.
That's not even what we're saying.
No.
Why do you say
What does
it?
that tell you?
No, there's no information there at all. Zero.
They threw twice instead of once. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Like what? It doesn't give you anything. It doesn't tell you they're not off a mound like he had kind of insinuated in the past. Who knows?
David in the chat, Scherzer opening day starter? Scherzer? I think it's Gosman.
It has to be.
Because I think it's almost lined up right now.
Dude, they've all looked so good. That's what's going to get you excited. They're all looking good.
I think, to me, the Addison Barger thing over the weekend, him hitting lefties, Very important.
Dude, amazing. And he's slotted to
Very important.
He's slotted to bat fourth again today. They're putting him in that spot. What's his name? The backup catcher there. Heineman is hitting in front of him. Heineman is hitting in front of him today in the 3 slot and Vladdy slot, and Barger's hitting fourth. Like they're putting him in the 4 slot for a reason.
Big year for Heineman. There you go. Fantasy baseball draft people. Remember Heineman's name, late rounds. But the other, what I was going to say was also, aside from Barger, like Cody Ponce could change a lot of what's happening here, man.
Yeah.
Like if he's a guy, if he's a reliable arm, if he is taking that MVP he won in South Korea last year and is remotely close to a 15-win pitcher for this team, whoa! And you got him, and that was
I
like
don't even need 15 wins. I just need quality outings.
I'll take 10 wins.
Yeah, if
I'll
you can
take
move
10
him to the bullpen again. I'm starting to have my doubts about Shane Bieber like coming back at any time early in the season. I don't know.
Klatoon writes, Jays pitching haven't given up a run since what, Thursday?
Wow.
Like the starters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I think he's right.
Getting like no hit. Like it's amazing.
No, it's wild. Like the Jays, like the WBC's getting a lot of publicity, but this Jays spring has gone very well.
Yeah.
Tiedemann aside.
I'm knocking on wood. How can you just say that?
Is Savage hurt?
No.
He's not hurt, right?
I don't think so.
And they're just not telling us?
Again, dude, it's a short off season, something he's never been used to. Like you have to give him almost a chance at a regular off season that he's used to.
Okay. I'm just throwing it out there.
No, I know. It's a good question because honestly, they said they were going to ramp him up slow, but this is like turtle pace. Like this is really slow.
All right. Any other Jays stuff or any other World Baseball Classic stuff?
No.
Okay.
All looking good.
Because I didn't expect to get those updates from John Schneider today.
No.
But we did.
And Yimi Garcia, I'm not expecting to be there anytime, like maybe not even in the first month. He's going to take a while too, it sounds like.
Chris in the chat, why are they babying him? I mean, I'm assuming it's Savage.
100% it is.
Willie wants a Santander update. We're going to get to that in a second.
I thought I did have another Jays one, but I can't think of it. Anyways, yeah, they have options for the pitching. I think they'll be okay. So,
all right.
Cody Ponce, yeah, man, he could be a huge difference.
Cody Ponce can be legit.
And again, here's a guy who it's not like he just got the big contract, but this is last shot probably at the majors. At MLB.
Oh, yes. I would 100% agree with that.
He's pitching for something. He's got some motivation.
Look, the last time we saw him was what, like 2021? And with Pittsburgh. Like he was 0-6 with Pittsburgh. When that happens, you're usually done. And he went and reinvented himself.
Yeah.
And now he's got a shot. And I have to feel like Ross and Mark are loving these early returns. Spring training. I understand that. George Springer had the worst spring training last year.
Right.
Who the hell knows what we're looking at?
3 hits all spring.
He only had 3 hits last spring.
Last spring, I remember this. Guys were ready to DFA him. 3 hits all of spring training.
I forgot
how slow he looked.
I forgot he was that bad.
Yeah, he was really bad.
Okay. So that's baseball for now. Again, the Jays open up on March the 27th.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe the final for the World Baseball Classic is a week tonight.
Yep.
Let me double check that.
Yeah, 17 days away. It's crazy.
Who do you think's in that game?
In which one? Sorry.
The final of the World Baseball Classic.
I hope it's Dominican.
I'm praying for Dominican and Japan.
Yeah.
I'm praying for that game.
I wonder because, I know Japan and U.S. can't play each other until the final, I guess. So when would Dominican have to be?
Oh, it depends. It does depend on the bracket. You're right.
Yeah.
It depends on the bracket.
I'm curious as to that, but I think Japan and Dominican would be great.
Okay, a lot of Dylan Cease love in this chat today.
Yeah,
a lot of excited people.
Nice.
He's he's going to be good. I think he's going to be good. He's occasionally going to get lit up, but you deal with it and you move on.
He makes all.
His ERA will never look as good as it actually is.
Dude, I think he
Ever.
ends up being in the Cy Young discussion this year. I'm going to remember Robbie Ray type here. Let's go.
Whoa.
Working with Petey Walker. He's one of those guys. Yeah. Come on.
Cy Young discussion.
Hell yeah.
Dylan Cease.
Watch out, Tarik Skubal.
Wow.
Cease is coming for you.
Wow. Okay.
Right?
That's a big call as a party.
That's
how I know Jeff is getting comfortable on air.
Yeah.
Big takes. That's a big take. I like
Why
it. I'm
not?
here for it. I'm here for
Petey
it.
Walker in his corner. He's got this, man.
I love it.
You know what the thing is, though, about pitching for real? Like, we've been spoiled here the last bunch of years with guys like Barrios, Gosman.
Consistent arms.
Yes. Just guys who go out and make every single start. Like, I don't think with this group, I don't think that's going to happen. What did you laugh at? Manoah?
Jake. Manoah for Cy Young.
Amazing. I mean, he did have a big part in the process of this pitching squad. Did we update his stat line last time? Oh man,
No, we didn't.
I think he had like 5 walks.
Manoah
5
got
runs. Yeah.
destroyed in a spring start for the Angels.
Yeah.
Let me quickly look that up.
Anyway, I thought I had it here. Let me see. But it's funny. But we have gotten like so spoiled by these guys making every start. And with guys like Scherzer, a 41, 42-year-old, like a young guy like you, Savage, Cody Ponce, unknown. Like, I don't think we should rely on that. It's Barrios, who we know was hurt last year.
At one point, Manoah had an outing with the Angels last week. 5 earned runs over 2 1/3. Yikes.
Hey, so
Yikes.
one last bit. Oh, no, needs to retire. That's a very good point and very true.
Well,
a couple of people giving love to my shirt. It's the
Hold on.
baseball is the best. End ALS. It's for Sarah.
Hold on, go
Langs.
Azo,
Yeah.
go back up and go full on it. So let everyone see the shirt. Go full on you. I know you get weird when I said there you go. Go ahead. So what is it?
So it's End ALS. Baseball is the best. It's
you can back up. Talk
on
off mic. You're
RotoWire.
fine.
Okay.
You're fine.
So it's Baseball is the best T-shirt from RotoWire. It's they're proud to partner with Pitching Ninja and support of Sarah Langs. If you don't know Sarah Langs' story, after the show, go on YouTube, search her. She's incredible. Huge
She's an inspiration.
She's an inspiration. She loves sports. She loves baseball.
Yes.
And she coined this. And all proceeds go to Project ALS in their mission to end ALS. It's a great shirt. But baseball is the best to me, man. I love it. I want to show that.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's really cool.
let's do that when you, because like Azo, like in all seriousness, he feels weird when I say go full shot on him when we're live on X and
I do.
YouTube,
Yeah.
and he shouldn't be because the Azo shirt game is now taking over the chat most days.
But Sarah
So-
Lang, seriously, go watch some videos on her. She's
Oh,
truly
yeah.
an inspiration. Amazing. People at MLB Network love her for the work she does there. It's incredible.
Okay, thank you for sharing that, Azo. Appreciate it. Okay, so we have a few more things here. I just want to get to the Doug Armstrong thing.
Okay. Yes.
I want to talk about this.
Okay.
Doug Armstrong, as everyone knows, is the outgoing GM and president of the St. Louis Blues. Led Canada to a scintillating silver medal at the Olympics on the men's hockey side
Daddy.
by bringing over numerous injured players and led to a silver medal. All of that happened. But the trade deadline was kind of the real newsy part for Doug Armstrong when you look at it in 2026. Because Robert Thomas was out there, Colton Parayko was out there, Jordan Binnington, if you believe the rumors, like the Blues are trying to make a bunch of moves with Armstrong leaving the organization and Alex Steen taking over internally. But like as is the case, most trade deadlines, stuff gets out. I got news for everyone. I've been seeing stuff get out at every deadline for my adult Twitter life. This is the least thing. This is the least breaking news item you're ever going to see. Okay. And 70% of the league have no movement clauses of some kind. That's a fact. That is a fact. Okay. So the Colton Parayko story last week with Darren Dreger, that got a lot of play because Parayko did not clear lifting his no movement clause to go to Buffalo, and it was reported the deal was done between St. Louis and Buffalo, and Sabre fans specifically, let's be honest here, Sabre fans were up in arms. So it was reported as a done deal. It still was pending Colton Parayko waiving his no movement. He did not. And it has opened up this huge discussion about the ethics of both leaking out that someone hasn't lifted their no movement and asking a player to do that just in the first place. And for those of you who didn't hear Doug Armstrong Friday talk to his local media about this Colton Parayko thing and how the news leaked that Parayko had a no movement, and by the way, it's no secret who has a no movement and who doesn't. Puckpedia, go to any website and they'll tell you. I don't know,
Specifically,
what's the secret with the no movements? Everyone knows you have a no
If you
movement.
gave it to a guy, it's public knowledge.
It's public knowledge.
Or you traded for a guy with it, you got it.
So Doug Armstrong spent a portion of his media availability with the St. Louis media, all three of them, talking about how he's basically investigating his entire organization to see who leaked it. So the quotes go like this. Doug Armstrong said, quote, "We did some due diligence as soon as that happened. Everybody passed the test, not surprisingly. I know it didn't come from us." Then he says he's going through phones. I was honest. When we checked the phone records and text records, I said, if it's out there, you're losing your job. I'm not saying it was Buffalo either who leaked it. There's so many people involved in things that go on. Family members, agents. It's a never-ending cycle of people that get talked to. Doug Armstrong's going through phones. Did Mike Babcock not get fired from Columbus for this? Not the same thing, but still phones. I understand Doug Armstrong is a very respected guy in hockey. But trades get out, and rumors get out, and things get leaked for the benefit of agents, players, and organizations constantly in this league. Methinks the GM is protesting too much. And if Doug Armstrong really wants this move to happen, why not leak it? Why not let someone know the deal is done? Why not apply some pressure? This is a business. This is a business. I find the response of the St. Louis Blues here crazy. Especially when you consider Braden Schen's been on the market for 2 trade deadlines. So who leaked that? Who leaked that? Who leaked that the Leafs last year wanted Luke and Braden Schenn together? Who leaked that? I don't know, but who cares? But Doug Armstrong's now getting on some ethical high horse about everything. I find it ridiculous. This is a business. Things get leaked constantly for selfish gains. Going through my phone. Go kick rocks. What are you talking about? Get the hell out of here. My phone. Secondly, the other thing I'm seeing now is if a player has a no movement clause, you can't even ask him to waive it. That was me spitting. Sorry, why can't I do that? Why can't I do that? I got news for you. Kent Hughes, GM of the Montreal Canadiens.
You wish.
Slipped up there, didn't I? Slipped up.
Take 2. 3, 2.
Slipped up. It's Kent Hughes was asked about no movement clauses in terms of getting stuff done last week. And the guy who's running the Montreal Canadiens with Jeff Gordon actually made a very interesting point about no movement clauses, and I think people need to really listen to what he said. Kent Hughes said what he's hearing from some agents and players are that if the Montreal Canadiens are on a no movement list, that list may have been submitted years ago. And maybe things have changed. That's why you ask a player if they would like to lift their no movement clause. This is not a daycare, okay? This is professional sports. And the notion that you can't even approach a person. You can't even walk. You can't talk to Morgan Riley about a no move. Yes, you can. It's a business. And guess what? They can say no. But you can ask. It's not a no ask movement clause. It's a no movement clause. And the amount of ethical blowback I'm seeing on this is childish. It's childish. Now, I'm not saying people want Morgan Riley anyway, but you can ask. You can ask Oliver Ekman-Larsson. You can ask Robert Thomas. You can ask Braden Schenn. You can ask anyone you want. Didn't Mackenzie Weegar have one? Rhetorical question. He did. The discourse around leaking in the National Hockey League, when that's been going on for decades, trade information, no movement information, the discourse around no movement clauses and what you can and cannot do to a player, it is childish and it is stupid. This is a business. Get with it. Toughen up. Because this Doug Armstrong witch hunt for who leaked, it seems rather transparent to me what's going on there, and I'll leave it at that. Wasn't us, and I'm going to prove it wasn't us. Yeah, okay, Doug. All right. Another one who maybe has had the game passing by a little bit. Just a bit. You have Kent Hughes saying, you got to ask. You never know. Sometimes they change. You have other GMs going through phones. They're going through phones. Ridiculous. It's a business. Things change. You got to move off players. You got to ask them certain things. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing ethically wrong with it. It is a proper way to conduct business. And if the player is a little uncomfortable with it, deal with it. Because it's getting out in 2026. And if you don't like that, go do something else with your life. For God's sake. As I'll agree or disagree with anything I've said.
How dare you yell at the next general manager of the Toronto Maple Leafs?
Oh my God, if he's the next GM.
Can you imagine?
If Doug Armstrong's the next GM.
If he can't take that in St. Louis, a team who, by the way, for the last 3 years, we heard we're going to be sellers and then never let off. You mentioned him at the end there, but who was the first person we heard they were fielding calls on? Rob Thomas. Why do you think that was?
Yeah, who leaked that?
Who
leaked that?
Because that was going to get the biggest offer.
No
Did
kidding.
anybody expect him to be on the
Who
market?
leaked that?
Did anybody expect him to be on the market? No. And by the way, if anybody gets no ask clauses now, you're in trouble.
No,
You just gave him
if a no ask clause happens,
yeah, you just gave him that great idea.
ASK.
The Leafs wish they could do another one.
We have started that here on the Sid Seixeiro Show.
If they take your
powered by
idea
Sid.
and start giving that to players,
Yes.
oh man, we're in trouble then for sure.
No ask clauses will be the destruction of the league.
I know I slur my words there.
No. It's.
I mean, I wish the
it
Leafs had
sound-
the other one too.
It does sound like you said no ask clause.
Yeah, the
that's
Leafs
not
should
what
have
you
that.
said.
No ass players. Yeah, no bad players.
But this notion that Doug Armstrong is like the beacon of
It is
ethical
ridiculous.
hockey behavior is
Freach
just
talked about it on
it's a
his-
little rich for me.
Freach talked about
It's
it
a
on
little
the
rich.
podcast.
Come on, man.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Give me a break.
Freach said he held a trade that he knew happened until he knew the player got.
I just
gave
hope
up-
I hope the insiders aren't bullied with this stuff.
No.
I really hope they're not.
And
They're
again-
doing a hell of a job. It's not an easy gig. You take a lot of shots. I get it. Do you, all of you guys, CJ, Freed, Dreger, everyone, don't change.
And they're right.
Don't change.
They're right.
They're right. A deal was made. Dreger was right.
Thank you. It's true. He was right. The deal was
Incredible.
made. They agreed on something, and they just had to get the guy.
Bullied because he got something right.
Right.
Joke.
Ridiculous. It is. I'm with you on that. All right. Oh man, we're past 2 hours.
All right, we're done.
We didn't even get to NFL again, man.
1 minute on Tua. Tua Tagovailoa gets 50 plus million to leave the Dolphins organization. 99 million in dead money on the cap for the Dolphins.
Like
and
67 next year. I think,
and Tua signs with Atlanta
for 1.3.
Your thoughts are what?
I found it funny. Well, it makes sense. He goes there because they have some weapons. And then Michael Penix Jr. is a left-hander too. Like they got 2 left-handed quarterbacks, which is, I guess, good because then you don't have to change your line if another guy comes in. Kyle Brandt made the point on Good Morning Football today that they have more left-handers in their rotation than the Atlanta Braves do in theirs.
And the Jays.
And the Jays. It's true.
And the Jays.
They have 2 left-handed quarterbacks now. So to me, it just means Michael Penix wasn't going to be ready. Tua's going to try and rebuild his reputation. So I don't know. The interesting one to me is where Kyler decides to go now.
Kyler Murray? Well, when he's done playing Call of Duty, he'll decide.
Wow.
The one thing on Tua I'll say is this. In 2022, he led all QBs in passer rating. The next year, he led them in passing yards. And the year after that, because he was more conservative, passing completion percentage. That's 3 straight years of pretty good years for Tua. If the Falcons had a quarterback last year, they would have won the division by 3 games.
Yep.
Penix was awful.
Yep.
Awful. As a Drake London fantasy owner, I know this better than anyone. So I think the Falcons have done a smart thing here.
They got weapons.
Because the rest of that team looks damn good to me. Damn good. Kyle Pitts seems like a tight end now you can trust. They got a running game.
Gonna open up everything.
I mean, Drake London's still there. Their defense can play. They should have won the South by 3 games last year.
Well,
and they
that
didn't.
division's wide open.
100%. I don't think this is as bad a gamble for Atlanta as some people are painting it out to me.
I agree.
I don't.
And Tua needs it to work too, because it's only a 1-year deal, right?
Yes, correct.
Like he has to show that he is worth it so he can go.
For sure.
Like you said, with the no trade, like these guys want to win too. It's going to prove. That's why, I mean, for me, it's important where Kyler goes because like he's only making 1.3 no matter what. Does he want to win? Does he want to get serious about football? Because this is his career on the line.
It's going to be interesting. But I think Tua's now in a better spot than he's going to be.
100%.
Although
I mean, he had weapons in Miami too.
With that said, Kevin Stefanski seems addicted to bad quarterbacking situations.
It's true. I thought you were going to stop it after the first part there.
No, well,
Seems
I could have.
Anyway.
You good?
I'm great, man. That was fun.
Good job today, even though we had a few technical difficulties. You rebounded nicely.
Nicely.
My apologies. We're going to talk about Anthony Sandair, but we ran out of time. On behalf of Jeff Azzopardi, Sick Media, and myself, Sid Seixeiro, you've been watching and listening to the Sid Seixeiro Show, powered by Sick Media. Enjoy the rest of your day. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Take care. We'll talk.
And that's a wrap. Hope you don't miss us too much until next time. Follow the Sid Seixeiro Show on YouTube, X, Instagram, Facebook, and wherever you get your podcasts.